Bam, we're live. Oh yeah, I like it. I could get with it. This is cool. It's like the LP. LP is like a record, right?
LP.
LP. Is it LP?
I don't know the reference.
It's EP.
How come Caleb never gets in trouble for eating? I've never seen anyone be like, "Why is Caleb eating?"
Because he's beloved. Beloved Caleb.
Beloved beaver.
He gets away with whatever. Yeah.
Everyone likes to see a chewing beaver. I think I had something here to start the show with at the very top. Let me see. Like some statement I wrote.
Statement.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I have this friend. I don't know if I'm supposed to say who they are. Maybe eventually they'll tell me who they are, but they always like send me text messages and they comment on, like, they give me answers on things that they're experts on, right? This person is a narrow bandwidth, like we all do, of their expertise. And so these were some things that they sent me the other day to help me understand some things. Good morning, everyone, by the way. Good morning, Judy. Good morning, Bruce. Patrick, good morning. Jethro, good morning. Chris, good morning. Chris, how would you say that name? Biesterfeld? Biesterfeld? Beisterfeld? Beastfield? Burstfeld?
Biesterfeld.
Biesterfield? Feld?
I think it's Feld. Biesterfeld.
Isn't there like some movement, like some movement, like a movement about movement that's like Felderchrist? Felderchrist? I got confused. My wire. Newts, look at this. Is this a new person? No, I recognize her picture. Hello, Newts. Miss Latimer. There's not one new person here. This is the gang. I don't see anyone in here.
Newts is new.
Newts? No. Well, maybe the name's new. The picture's not new. I recognize that face.
Oh, new to me, maybe.
What do you think that picture's from? Look at her picture. Is she lying down?
Yeah, looks like it.
Look at those lips. Those things are crazy. The Beeve. Look. Look what she wrote too, and she's cool.
Double smiley.
Cool lips. Cool statement. The Beeve.
Yeah, see, he could eat. He could do whatever.
Is Valenzuela in the house? How about this person? Renee de Mola.
Very cute dog.
Oh, why the apostrophe after the Renee? Look at. And aren't you pissed now too? No, I'm not new. It's like, hey, assholes. Good morning on the road. Get to hear the whole show live. Oh, that's dope. That's how I would want to listen to the show. That's the best part of the show. If you have to drive somewhere, that, at least in my mind, that's what I want it to be. I want it to be so like when you're driving, you're just stoked. I want it to be like if we're done before you get there, you fucking hate it. And if you get there and we're still going, you don't want to get out of the car. Those are like that. That's how I know I'm fucking the shit.
What about this guy?
Hey, would you blow me? Oh my goodness.
Gosh.
Yeah, I like Haywood. He's a cool dude.
Haywood. What about Shaden Cook? That seems new.
Yeah, definitely new. Definitely new. Look at that's a strong fucking human being. My God. If I could go back and redo life again, I would only date 6 foot tall women who are over 2 bills. Would have some sort. I would just have and only 2 at a time. Can you imagine if I had 2 6 foot tall women who are 200 pounds each? That would be 400 pounds of woman.
You probably get suffocated,
dude.
2 great dates too.
Yeah,
real big. We do everything real big.
And I would always sleep between them. You know how like the dude's supposed to sleep on the edge to protect the woman? Never.
They'd protect you. Look
at Jessica's close to 6 feet. Fine. I would have a fucking. It would be like the fights. I'd give a 5-pound allowance. You could be 195, 5'11". But you'd have to wear platform shoes. Okay, so I have this friend who's an expert, and just say you like men, dude. Hold on, dude. Show 1600. Give me a fucking second. He's like standing behind me in the closet going, you first.
David's in the house.
Yeah, it's like I'm like holding the sides of the closet trying not to fall out. This motherfucker's got his foot in my back. Get the fuck out there and put some dick in your mouth. No, David, chill. I was thinking about that yesterday. The reason why I'm not gay is because I never wonder if I'm gay. And you know what else I realized is like I'm not into lesbian stuff at all. Like, you know how guys like to see two girls get together? Like not once in my life have I ever been interested in seeing that. That's not the kind of porn that interests me. Nothing. I just like some good old fashioned missionary porn. Maybe pin the ankles behind the ears once in a while.
Oh, crazy. Don't
Yeah.
get nuts.
But I was just thinking the other day.
And I like to watch it.
Hey, you started, motherfucker. Get your foot out of my back and let me come out of the closet at my own speed. You start fucking telling me I'm gay, I'm gonna have to overcompensate. Telling you about the 22 some I had one time. Okay. Here we go. So this is the expert. This is some feedback on the past shows the expert gave me. Gary needs to learn how to help his wife masturbate. So her inability to have orgasm is part of the problem, he says. This expert. This person says, I'm not gay because I like giant hogs. Oh, cool. Thank you. Of course I'm not. But I have a giant hog.
Doesn't that seem...
Giant hogs are the greatest thing in the world.
It's like counterintuitive. You like big dicks. You're not gay.
Yeah.
How could you be gay? I enjoy a big dick. What are you talking about?
Fucking giant. I eat hot dogs like I eat corn. That's how I know I'm not gay. I eat them like this. That's how fucking straight I am. You fucking understand?
What the fuck?
I'm straight as fuck. I ate a hot dog from the side.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I wish I was a comedian. Holy shit.
Oh, that's a good bit. You know how I know I'm not gay? You ever catch me at a barbecue eating a hot dog like this? Never.
Okay. Yeah.
That's how you eat hot dogs?
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. That's how I eat bananas too. How the fuck did you
just
find
have
that?
on cue?
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah.
You and Nicky
Oh
Rod.
God, I love Nicky Rod. That's I know I am gay. Fuck, Nicky Rod's a stud.
That was amazing.
Wow, what a fucking hetero move. Eat a banana from the side. I'm gonna teach my boys to do that. Okay, here we go. Look, RB just gave $20 for that bit. I know that was good.
Thanks, RB.
No one said she's not getting off, but it's just these are just some perspectives, and I do, in all honesty, I do think that like it's important. Like your mate should know how to get themselves off. If you're into girls, your girl should know how to get herself off. If she can't get herself off, you're fucked. In general. Okay. Here we go. So this person is just suggesting that listen, Allison, you can also put your mouth on a dick from the side. That's how I know I'm not gay, because I put my mouth on a dick from the side. Okay, here's mixed kids are called Oreos and Half Moon cookies as racial slurs. Mixed kids are called Oreo. How is calling someone an Oreo a racial slur, though?
I've never heard Half Moon.
Yeah, those sound disgusting. Are those marshmallow things covered? I think I know what those are. They're old school as shit. It's like two wafers with a marshmallow in between them, and the marshmallow is white, and the wafers are like cookies, cheap ass cookies dipped in chocolate.
No, I think that's a moon pie.
Oh,
Half Moon cookies are these ones.
Oh yeah. Oh, those are good. What a weak racial slur.
Yeah, that's pretty
you're a moon cookie. You're an Oreo. Yeah. Thank you. I'll take it. Black people are the most racist against natives and Jews. Mostly because they are taught to want to be like white people, so they need some other minority group to push down. And finally, Laura Horvath is definitely gay. That's just some.
What? This was a sexpert, he said?
This is just an expert in just
an expert, not a sexpert.
And this is the bandwidth. This person is an expert in sex and in black and white relations, melanated skin, social understanding.
Insightful, like that last one there.
I'll do these periodically. This is just a quick note from the community. Maybe this person should start an account. They should have a name like Dr. Sex and Race, Dr. Sex Race, Race Sex. This person will, any problems we have about confused about our sexuality or our understanding of race, we'll ask this person. Hey, I need help reconciling a couple things here. Can we go to I think it's 494. This one's going to challenge you. This one's going to challenge you, Mr. Beaver. There's a picture here of Danny Spiegel someone sent me on Facebook. And it's a trifecta ad.
I'm just already laughing. I don't even know why.
494 is an Instagram link.
Above it, you don't see a picture of Danny Spiegel riding a bicycle saying 50% off, and it shows like a bunch of food, and it says hit
494.
Yeah.
No,
it says, wait, I thought it didn't matter what your body looked like.
Yeah, it's not underneath there.
Oh, do you see the picture?
Let's see. It's on Facebook.
Yeah. But I just took a screenshot of it, or someone sent me a screenshot of it. By the way, whoever sent me that screenshot needs to charge their phone. While Caleb looks for that, I want to play this tier ad for you, and it's kind of good that I play it so I can stop it and kind of yeah. So check. This is the ad. I think this is an ad. I think this is paid for. I guess it should say paid for ad here or something.
Hashtag ad.
Oh, thank you, Tier Sport, for full on support of my mission to change the narrative.
Awesome.
I have and so this is the narratives that she's claiming that there is. Here we go.
As women, we're taught since childhood that we have to look a certain way.
So as women, you're taught from childhood that you have to look a certain way. That's the narrative she's pushing.
Eat a certain way.
Eat a certain way.
Talk a certain way.
Talk a certain way. So I wonder if you're not taught that if you're not a woman. Is that what she's saying?
A certain way.
A dream a certain way.
We're taught the limits of who we can be.
We're taught the limits of who we can be.
And given boxes to fit ourselves into.
You're given boxes that you have to fit yourself into? I want to see one of those boxes.
I'm sick of hearing people tell women what they can and can't be.
So after telling us what the narrative is, now she's let us know she's sick of people telling her what she can and can't be.
Makes sense.
That narrative ends today.
Narrative's over today.
So
even though this video will keep it perpetuated forever.
I am done being defined by my appearance.
There it is. I'm done being defined by my appearance. People, do not ever let anyone tell you that. Your appearance is so fun. Use your fucking appearance. She clearly gives a fuck about her appearance. Clearly. 100%. You should care about your appearance. Do not if you step in dog shit, you should care. You should care. You should definitely care about your appearance.
And I know other women are as well. Our bodies are beautiful.
Our bodies are beautiful. Not all of them. Not all of them. It is kind of funny though. This shot right up your butthole and your chode and that our bodies are beautiful while it's aimed right at your anus and your genitalia.
Because of what they can do, not what
our bodies are beautiful for what they can do.
They look like.
Not for what they look like. That is not true. That is 100% not true. And it's a discriminatory and something to suggest that my eyes can't enjoy something for its appearance. It's fucking absolutely fucking batshit crazy.
My body can clean a 250-pound sandbag.
I know. And that was amazing that you did that with ease and a smile on your face. Fucking hats off to you. You're a beast.
In front of a fat crowd. It can throw a 215-pound log overhead.
215-pound log overhead. You can grab your ankles while picking something off the ground.
It can endure hour after hour in the gym. It can sweat and bleed without breaking.
But can you eat a hot dog sideways?
It can push the limits of everything I've imagined, but also everything I haven't dared to imagine yet. More importantly, my body can lead a revolution of women ready.
Her body can lead a revolution of women?
There's no way she wrote this. You know she didn't write
this. Is fucking nuts.
You know she was just told to read the script.
You're not even making any sense. No one even knows what you're talking about. I'm going to be super clear. It's like this feel-good piece for girls with trauma. I get it. but no one really knows what you're saying. You're not like pointing at anything like actionable.
Mm.
Reclaim their seat at the table.
Reclaim your seat at the table.
Reclaim the table itself. And that's
a great shot by the way right there.
true beauty.
That is
I'm-
Reclaiming your seat at the table is true beauty? No, that's not true beauty.
Proud to partner with Tier, a brand that supports women, individuals, and athletes with similar missions and dreams.
Oh, it's a brand that supports individuals, women, and athletes. Tier, what have you done to yourself? What the fuck have you done to yourself?
Together, we're taking the first step to eliminate these issues for women. It's
What?
time for a new story.
What's the first step? What's the first step? I want to know what the first step is.
They
Together,
just
we're
took it.
taking the first step. Dude, just so you know, that journey's already done. I mean this with no disrespect, but she needs to be domesticated. I know she's filthy. It's just completely. It's a master. She's a chronic masturbator. But here's the funny part. Here's oh, that's not good. Oh, I thought my emails popped up for a second. God, so good at that. Here the best part is about to show up. Can you look at this? Also, in conjunction with that, this ad is also running on fucking Facebook. This is the part I want you to see.
Awesome.
Yeah, she refuses to sit when she pees. I probably 100%. It's almost like she hates being a woman. It's just like, just say it. It's okay. You really want to be yourself? Just tell us how you really feel instead of all that shit. Can you see this? Can you pull that up by any chance, Caleb? She has an ad and it says countdown to summer. Hit the beach in your best body ever. And it's 50% off trifecta. So with one company, she's telling you her body image, what her body looks like doesn't matter. And in this other one, it's 100%. By the way, she has 1.6 million followers on Instagram. I guarantee you 1.5,999,000 of them are there for her body. It's just fucking bizarre. I don't mean to pick on her at all. It's just such a can you see it by any chance, Caleb?
No, I can't find it.
Oh, you just would need to pull up her Instagram?
No, it's this picture. It's a picture that it's funny, I can't get it off either. Maybe I can control save as. Oh, I'll save it as something.
Just
in
text it to me.
my downloads. Web page complete web page single file. I don't know what to save it as. Let me see if I can open it. Doesn't allow. Oh, nope, I can't open it. God damn, I wonder why I can't show you this. Maybe I could make this a full-size screen. Do you see the picture in there though, Caleb?
No, I cannot.
Damn it. Well, this bit doesn't work. I take all that stuff back if I can't show you this. Hold on. Oh, maybe I can take a screenshot of it. And then what is that? Command 5? Oh, even then I can't. Maybe can you Google trifecta?
I'm on the Instagram, but I don't see it.
No, it's not on Instagram. Someone took a screenshot of their phone. It's from Facebook. How would I do it? Control, open image in new tab.
There you go.
Oh shit! Did I just do it? There it is. Got it. Here we go.
Oh,
Sorry,
sorry,
guys. Command. There we go. So this is also going. So after all that, there's an ad here. Hit the beach in your best body ever.
Oh,
Shouldn't that best body ever just be showing us what it can do? Countdown to summer, 50% off meal prep. Yo, we know that you'll go wherever the money is. You don't need to tell us. We got it. You don't ever need to tell us. We know. I'm not even judging you for it. You go wherever the money is. I know someone's trying to doesn't Spiegel endorse a meal prep service that tells her exactly? I mean, that's the whole thing. She can't reconcile her shit. Yo, dude, why can't you just be like, yo, my body's fucking insane. I know you boys want to fucking eat a fucking donut out of my ass crack. I'm telling you, the guys that follow you think the most craziest shit about you. I'm like shit that's like crazy shit. Like every minute, 24 hours a day, between some guy's ears, you're doing some crazy shit, Danny.
I'd be curious to know what the demographic is for men versus women on her Instagram. Out of that 1.6 mil,
90% dudes,
They're
85%
listening.
dudes.
This is on my Facebook.
Get into
They're
the best
listening
shape
to
of your life with dietitian designed meals plus a complete transformation program. Yeah, look at transform you to what? Oh, you mean so you'll have a nice body so someone will want to touch that body up against your body? I seriously want to see who she dates, the guy she dates, how beautiful he is. Let me guess. You don't care what he looks like. You're like, hey, can I just see your numbers? 95%. I know. Anyone think that Emily Kaplan kind of looks like Danny? Anyway,
That's a stretch.
whoever sent me that, thank you. I think it's kind of funny.
thank you, Sexpert.
Yeah. No, that wasn't from this expert. That was from someone else.
Oh,
I saw this video of this kid. Did you see this kid got killed by the cops in Utah?
mm-mm.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to show. Oh, sorry. I'm taking over Caleb's job. Caleb, 496. Can you open the Instagram account?
Yes.
Now, listen, I want you guys to look, when this pops up, this kid got killed by the cops. And I want, what's the first thing that pops into your mind?
Racism.
Yeah.
I heard killed by cops. That was enough for me.
Just look at the picture. Look at the fucking picture. Now, I'm going to give you a choice. Mormon, fair. Yeah, that's because I told you Utah. Why is Hiller alive? I don't know.
Yeah, why you gotta do that?
Tell him I said hi. You guys everyone start telling me in the comments how he has more people watching than me. Please. I like it when you guys do that. A gay guy. This guy was killed by the cops. These are your choices. Do you think he was resisting the cops, or do you think he was complying? Yeah, Souza?
I'm gonna go with resisting.
But wow. And why would you choose resisting?
Well, I think that action would normally leads to more physicality from the cops, and then sometimes gun violence from the cops.
Yeah, this fucking guy wouldn't even fucking lower his window, and he's got tinted windows. He's got it like cracked like this. He's got a fucking gun in the car.
I think that's legal though, with not the window tint, but the amount you have to roll it down.
I'm sure it is. But
Yeah.
you're fucking with dudes with guns who pulled you over. He hands them his passport and they go, so they say his name. What's his name? They're like, so you're Chase Allen? He goes, well, that's just a piece of plastic I handed you. And then the cop's like, so this is a fraudulent passport? And he's like, no. And he's fucking around. And so they ask him to get out of the car and he's like, no. And fucking they end up seeing a gun and he gets fucking shot. Do not fucking resist arrest. Do not fuck with cops. Yeah, it's so obvious what happened. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
You can't even see through those windows.
Listen, who cares if you're right? He doesn't even get to celebrate that he's right. Like, he's dead. He's fucking dead. Sovereign citizen, love those guys. Yeah, it's probably some shit like that. Dude, like, you have to understand that the whole thing is just a fabrication. Just this whole thing, we've kind of made it up. The Constitution, the laws, the police. We're trying to figure out how we can all live here together. We put together this fucking plan, this experiment. And like, you can either like flow with the experiment and try to live as long as you can based on your fucking biology, right? So you can keep contributing to the experiment. A sovereign citizen, a member of a political movement of people who opposes taxation, questions the legitimacy of the government, and believes they're not subject to law. You're not. But do you want to like remember? It's all a game. Your shit's just as much of a game as the other shit is. And like, do you want to go home and like and look across the dinner table eating a bowl of soup with your girlfriend, smiling, knowing you're going to get to climb under the warm sheets with her? Or do you want to be dead because you said something stupid to the fucking cops?
That's tough. I mean, I wonder how it escalated to where they shot inside the car.
Oh, they got the video. Here, I got the video. You want to play it? It's right above it.
Yeah, I want to see.
They
how
see
this
some
escalated.
cop sees a gun and starts yelling gun.
And then they just shoot him though.
Yeah, and
Like
they
you're
shoot
allowed
him.
to have a fucking gun. What state was this in?
Utah. It doesn't matter. All that stuff doesn't even matter to what I'm saying though. Like
Yeah,
he handled it. He didn't. He chose the.
I'm
he
not about
chose-
total compliance. I'm about total compliance within the written law. Like you can't just be afraid and see a gun and fucking shoot somebody. What if he was a law-abiding citizen? How do they know that can still carry?
whether that's
Was the
true or
traffic
not?
stop legitimate? Did they need to talk to the cops? Did he comply up to that point? Did the cops try to escalate the force on their end? Like there's so much to it though.
Soon as you roll your window down like that, I think you're a fucking asshole and you're asking to get shot. Me personally, because that's how much I value my life. Like you're getting pulled
But now
over.
we're just afraid of the enforcers of the state. That's where I have the issue with, because if the state's going to make rules, these guys have to drive the street and make us comply to those rules.
Right.
And so this is the same government that we push back against all the time. These are their foot soldiers.
Then what? Hey, you don't have to put shopping carts back. It's the same thing. Like just do your fucking part.
No, one's a courtesy act that doesn't have life or death consequences, and one
Yes.
is a law and a procedure that needs to be followed to the T and cannot have emotion involved. One of the emotions.
I'm talking about the guy rolling down the window. I'm talking about the guy rolling down the window.
Well, if he was in compliance with that law, then it doesn't matter. Sure, it might be shitty attitude, might not have been favorable, but if you only have to roll your window down X amount of inches and he's within compliance of the law that these cops are upholding, then that doesn't warrant him being shot.
No, and they didn't shoot him for the window being down. But
It's
what
not
I'm
illegal
saying,
to have a shitty attitude either.
But right. But what I'm saying is you don't have your window down all the way. So now you've taken and your windows are tinted. It's all within the law, let's say. But what you've chosen is to play a game with guys with guns. Now you're obstructing their view. That's all I'm saying.
Mhm.
I'm agreeing with everything you're saying. I'm just saying I prefer to get home.
I mean, yeah, me too. I roll down my window all the way because I know that the law isn't fought on the street; it's fought in the court. But
you don't have to roll your window down all the way. Yeah, fucking all the power to you. Don't roll it down all the way. Hey, and this guy has a fucking gun in the car. I'm not arguing about what's right or wrong here. I'm arguing about what that's not my argument. My argument is like, do you want to get home or not? It might not be legitimate to shoot a guy who reaches for his glove box either, but if a guy has a gun and he's a cop and you reach for your glove box, anyway, go ahead, but you can play it. I think this is okay to play. I'm not sure.
Play it for a little bit. Stop it if we need to.
Hand in the direction of the gun in a
Oh, it's in a holster on his waist. The plot thickens.
holster on his hip.
Gun.
Five officers
Is that
shot at
freeze or
several
something?
times. They tried helping him with first aid after the shooting. Officers found the gun on the.
Hey, and you know what I
I
thought
see
right
it.
away? I thought they planted the gun, to be honest with you.
Okay, well, that was weird though, because all of a sudden it went from. Did the video freeze?
Yeah,
It went-
no, they're not. This news station doesn't show the whole video. The whole video is somewhere. Seems aggressive. Sure. They said get out of the car. He said no. Yep, all that's true. Don't you have the right to resist an unlawful arrest? I have no idea. All these things you guys might be saying are true. I'm just saying, if I'm giving advice to my kids, I'm lower your. This is what I do when a cop pulls me over. I lower my window all the way. I turn the car off. I put the keys on the dash. I put my hands on the steering wheel. I turn the fucking dome light on. Hello, officer. I'm not interested in getting. I'm not interested. That's not. As Susan would say, I'm not interested in fighting anything right there with anyone.
Something very similar happened to me when I was in Jordan. I was driving up to a gate that I was not aware of.
Where's Jordan? Just outside of Philadelphia?
Yeah, right outside. So I was driving some patients to the hospital, and we had to stop by some place that I hadn't been before because we were going to spend the night. and I hadn't been to any of the gates before, so I was just kind of driving up to it, and like as soon as I got within like 100 yards, 2 local nationals started like running after us with their guns. Like I was just pulling up to the gate, and they have those concrete bricks that you have to like kind of weave through to get up to it. But I hadn't even gotten to the concrete gates yet, and these 2 guys just started darting towards me, like guns raised, loaded, pointing them right at me, yelling at me. So first thing
Habibis or Americans? Habibis.
Habibis.
Wow.
And so first thing I do, stop the car, put it in park, throw the lights off, turn the car off, and then I roll the window down and put my hands out.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking around with that. Especially, I mean, it was me, doctor, and 2 patients. Like I'm not. So yeah, if somebody's gonna come out, if somebody is armed, I'm not gonna try to fuck with it. You know, like I'm gonna comply to whatever they are requesting of me, and I don't have any weapons of my own, and I'm not going to try to risk myself, my patients, and my doctor.
A crazy story Haley told me once. I'm not sure if I have the exact thing right, but it was right after the war with Afghanistan, and she landed in Kabul, and a taxi cab driver was parked somewhere, and a fucking tank pulled up next to him, and they start fighting. The taxi cab driver starts fighting with the guy in the tank, and the tank fucking turns the turret and points it at the fucking taxi. And now the turret's 6 feet away from a taxi she's sitting in while the driver fights with the fucking tank guy. She said it was fucking, and she said it was like a fucking comedy, but terrifying. Gun turns his turret towards the taxi. That's a big dick move.
Yeah,
like you're gonna shoot a. She said it was 6 feet away. I'd like to see that.
Oh my goodness.
What happened? What did you do? Did you have a driver's license or anything? What did you do?
No, I just like put my hands up and I'm like, hey, I'm looking for this place in English. I'm telling this guy, and he's like, no. He's got one guy is standing like 10 feet away from me with his gun raised, staring at me, and then the other one's like probably 20 feet away doing the same thing. The one 10 feet away was just like, no, turn around. And then,
did you tell him, hey, dude, it doesn't matter what a woman's body looks like. It's what it can do. Okay, I'm with you.
yeah,
I'm with you.
Exactly.
Oh, I called them Habibi. I wasn't sure if that was racist, but it's not. The Arabic term.
Oh, thank goodness.
The Arabic term Habibi means beloved. Okay, so 2 Habibis, 2 of your beloved.
2 Habibis, yeah.
Yeah, 2 Habibis. I mean, if you call someone who's half black and half white an Oreo, that's fucking racist. That sounds like a fucking great thing to be called.
There's a difference in like tone too. So if you say Habibi, then it's like, no, we're not.
And you're making direct eye contact. Okay. Anyway, the moral of the story is white guys get shot too. That's all.
Yeah,
by the police.
And by the way, I agree with the compliance portion of it, but on the same time, to manage that dichotomy, I also agree that we need to be holding up our law enforcement officers to a very scrutinous way to how they're acting. Like they need to be, if we're going to hold them to a higher standard, give them extra privilege, then when they abuse that or when they don't work within the confines of that punishment also needs to be just as much as higher, I guess it should be. The word I'm looking for.
Yeah, I don't want to give cops an excuse, but I got to get home to my kids. I'm gonna call Andrew and ask him what the fuck he's doing.
He's live right now.
I'm calling him right now. I'm gonna see. Let's see if he answers.
Your call has been forwarded to
fuck you.
His stuff is always on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, I'm fucking calling him again.
Yeah, blast right through that thing.
Yeah, tell me if it's interrupting his live call-in.
Been forwarded to an automatic.
Fucking asshole! 3 times in a row.
See.
Here we go.
Oh, what are we talking about?
To an automatic
oh,
voice
that's
message.
where. Oh, you son of a bitch. What could I do to interrupt his feed? Is it?
Just go there
Your
and
call
comment.
has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Yeah, keep watching him. Keep watching. I want to see if eventually he lifts his phone.
I don't. Maybe he's got it turned off.
To an automatic voice message.
That's different.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message. Your call has been forwarded.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, gosh.
I called him. That was 7 calls in a row. 7. Okay. What sucks about this Danny Spiegel bit is that I don't know how to erase. It's kind of hard. Once I put pictures in here, it always fucks everything up.
Yeah, the pictures are hard to bring up.
And erase. Oh, here we go. Oh, and Danny, I'd love to have you on the show. By the way, I think you're pretty cool.
Spiegel? Danny Spiegel?
Yeah, I do. I know it's kind of weird to say that, but I do think she's cool. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Hey. Hi.
Hey, I've been informed that you've been calling me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were live. My bad.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were live. My bad.
Okay.
You know we're live, God damn it.
I'm
7 a.m.
I'm sorry. Okay, well, maybe I'll talk to you. I'll call you when I'm done with my show.
I didn't remember, but I had something I had to get off my chest. I apologize.
No need to apologize. I'm sorry I called you. I'm sorry I called you 7 times in a row. I'm sorry.
Well, no, you called me from a number that isn't your own. So
He's talking about.
Yeah, all right.
You had to call me from your phone.
Well, I love you. I have some stuff to share with you about Danny Spiegel later.
Oh, I heard you were talking about it.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Okay. Peace and love.
I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Son of a bitch. I love Andrew. He's so fun. He's game. You see, he's game. See that? Motherfucker is game. He just likes to play.
People in the comments jumping back and forth is amazing.
Let's do something funny. Do I have anything funny? Because I have so much like stuff that's like not funny. Or should we? Honestly, honest talk. You'll never hear this on TV. Resist cops fucking with guys who have guns. What's the first thing you notice here? Oh, we got that one. 496. Oh, what's this one? My friend's wife. Oh, thank you. Can you, but CK, the people in the chat bought this for me. Isn't that fucking nuts? Oh yeah, this is good. So this is funny. This is a nice little break before we get back into the dark shit. Okay, here we go. This is good. I love it.
My best friend.
That guy's delivery is a trip. Yeah, look at see noticed. Yeah. I was doing some late night DMing with Seema last night. We were talking about spores.
Interesting.
I can tell you. That's all I can tell you. And my conversation with her was very expensive. It cost me a lot of money. Kind of sucks, but she used to live in. I was telling her about just how moist it is in my house. Basically, I didn't even tell her. She knew how moist it was because she knows where I live. And she's like, "Yeah, it's crazy moist in your house, basically." And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "You need to buy this, this, and this." I was like, "Fuck me." Not s'mores, spores. Spores.
S'mores.
I bet you Jeremy eats a hot dog from the side too. You think Jeremy has a huge hog or a little hog?
A big hog for sure.
Huge hog.
Yeah, I saw him in that video. Come on.
Okay. The hog game. That was my friend's wife. Okay, here we go. 493. So this one, 250. The vote for this in the House was 250 to 173. The Republicans voted unanimously for it. Against it, and the Democrats, only 31 Democrats voted against this. 173 Democrats. This is the thing you have to understand. 173 Democrats voted for this bill, and 250 people in the House voted against it, and only 31 Democrats voted against it. I know that's a fucking shitload of numbers, but basically the end vote was 250 to 173. The Republicans won, and they killed this fucking bill. You won't believe this fucking bill. And this is why the Democrats hate people. They hate melanated people. They try to do things like this. They tried to pass this bill in Washington, D.C. They would fucking reduce the crime for fucking sexual offenders and murderers. Well, listen to this batch.
Reduce the crime?
Reduce the sentence. Sorry, reduce the
sentence.
sentence. Reduce
Got
the
it.
sentence. Reduce the severity of the punishment for the crime.
Oh, goodness.
To the team, and we have a couple of things that I just want to lay out for all of you and on what the DC bill does. It reduces maximum penalties for offenses like murders and other homicides, armed home invasion burglaries, armed carjackings, as I mentioned, armed robberies, unlawful gun possession, and some sexual assault offenses.
Why? Can someone please explain how this is good?
Hey,
talk to the team.
That for those of you who don't know, I think the District of Columbia is predominantly melanated people. And so the Democrats, they do this. They think that they're going to score fucking points with their constituents, but in the end, they're just fucking them.
How can you
should I text Sevi my BBC? $10. My goodness.
Absolutely.
Greatest country in the world. It is. You know it is.
Yeah, I don't understand this.
You
Is
know
there
it is.
context that we're missing? They literally want to reduce sentences for those
Dude,
major crimes.
it's more defund the police. You know what's funny is Biden finally spoke out against this too. He sided with the Republicans, which is really weird. I mean, when I hear that means someone on his team decided to side with them. But the Democrats really tried to do this.
It's fucking crazy. I mean, how are we gonna be a?
It's unfair. You don't understand. Those laws are racist, Susan. You don't understand. It's unfair to black people are allowed, melanated people. They're under the guise of they're allowed to do this stuff because of the severity of social situations and economic situations they've served in the past. But at the end of the day, it doesn't help them. It hurts everyone. You're gonna love this next one.
I don't get it.
You're gonna love this next one. 491. This is fucking amazing. Kids first. This is what leadership looks like. Danny, take a page from this bitch. This chick is fucking awesome. I'd marry this lady.
Who are surprised by the hate that the LGBT community has been receiving in the recent weeks. I want to ask you, why you're surprised? What did you think would happen when you decided to go after the kids? And then we told you to leave the kids alone and you just won't listen. So, surprise, surprise. And I'll tell you the truth, I would give up my right to marry a woman if it means that kids will be protected from transitioning and the indoctrination and the sexualization. How about that?
Just putting it all on the line. Dude, I'm telling you, the vast majority of gay people stand by this fucking chick.
Yeah, because why are we
vast majority?
Why are we kids have so much to deal with this day and age, and just getting over the social media and the technology stuff. Like, why are you introducing these complicated issues this soon in their life? Just let them be. And they do it under the guise of trying to protect like trans or gay kids that are being bullied. And the thing is you could protect people from being bullied. Just don't let little kids be assholes on the playground. Right. Just like it was back in the day. It doesn't matter if I'm making fun of you for anything else. It doesn't matter. You should not be allowed to do that. And you should be punished if you're doing it, right? It doesn't matter what you're making fun of you for, especially your sexuality. But introducing it sooner to kids makes no sense in stopping that from happening either.
I just like
it. Seems very weird.
I like it how she puts that. I'd give up the right to be married if you fucking assholes would leave the kids alone.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the exact same thing that that's the kind of boldness that you get from people like Officer Tatum, Candace Owens, obese people who take fucking responsibility for their situation and aren't running from COVID. These are the types of like fucking noble leaders we need. You know what I would love if Tia went off on this thing that was kind of like talked about just the importance of women to have kids.
Why is that?
Just because it's not. I just don't think it's celebrated. I think it's poo-pooed.
Women having kids?
Yeah, just the people don't realize the. I mean, I've talked about this fucking a million times on the show, but someone actually took offense to it. Because I was saying the greatest thing a woman can do is have a child. I want to tell you this too. And the greatest thing a man can do is have a child too. And you could disagree with it all you want, but if you're offended by it, you're fucking out of your fucking mind.
Well, there's no reason to be offended by it. That's where it gets weird. Like, why?
Or if you can't even understand it a little, if you can't even understand what I'm saying just a little bit. Yeah. I'm not saying that you should have kids. I'm just saying it is the greatest thing that you can do.
It's literally a gift. You're the only a woman is the only you're the only person on the planet that's going to be responsible for pushing humanity forward.
Emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, I think that there's very few ways to grow, to get experiences that will help you grow in those fields, those areas, those. And to think that there's just all of this talk of like a woman should be able to do both, or just how about just focus just on like, yeah, raising kids, the best kids ever is fucking amazing. Wow. Like exalt those people. What's the word I'm looking for? Glorify women who raise kids and take responsibility for raising kids before you glorify any other shit.
Is there any greater contribution to your community and to humanity by raising very capable human beings that are going to be pushing awesome values and stuff forward? Yeah.
Only one, being a CrossFit coach.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just think it's weird when people get upset by it. Like that you're not taking anything away from them by just pointing out the fact of the gift that women have.
Yeah, it's it's just a shame that it's not just like, that's what I want to hear about, just like women who are like, yeah, I'm fucking make babies. Look how fucking great my body looks. I mean, her fucking, you can't stop looking at those videos of her body.
How much hate have you guys checked the comments? Has she been getting a lot of hate from the burpee box jumps pregnant in the power clean?
I don't know, but I would not fucking do those if I were her. I wouldn't do, if you're a pregnant woman, I wouldn't do double unders. I wouldn't do fucking burpees. I wouldn't fucking go upside down. I wouldn't do any fucking, that jumping. I personally think it's stupid. I'm not upset at her for doing it, but I think it's dumb as shit.
It is just unnecessary risk.
Totally unnecessary.
Yeah.
I think the toes to bar, pull-ups, I don't think any women should be doing any of that pregnant. I know it's a sweeping generalization, but all that shit's going to cause like diastasis, and that shit's crazy, man.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe me, any man or woman, go hang from a pull-up bar now and just hang there and really put your attention on what's going on in your stomach.
Unfollowing until she has the baby. I know it's
oh yeah, and but that person's owning it, right? Like, don't get me wrong, I love watching her.
Yeah,
I'm hypnotized by her fucking shit. But that person says it's too much anxiety for them. That person's at least owning it themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She's like, it just gives me, or he. I didn't see the comment, but yeah, you're totally owning it. The interesting thing is that like she has a really massive platform and sponsors, and she works with these companies, and they usually stay away from super controversial things, like just avoid it, like the black bag. Like, oh, I can't be around anybody that might say something that'll put me in a position where I actually have to give an opinion, and then my sponsors might get mad. But it's interesting that they would choose to post something like this, because you know that this is controversial. It'd be just as controversial as if she spoke on abortion or something. Don't you think, or am I off base?
Yeah. No. I agree. That's fair. I was trying to think like,
so I'm just surprised she did this at all.
But I mean, she's so magnificent.
Yeah.
It's like shit can't stick to her, right? I mean, that's my opinion. I think she's a magnificent.
Well, then come on the show already, Tia. What the fuck?
I think she has. I know we're not supposed to judge people by the way they look, but I do, and I think she has one of the. I mean, I would put her up. I think her physique. It's a shame we don't objectify her more and like drool on her more. I think her body's fucking nuts. Her tits, her ass, her thighs, her shoulders, her waist. I fucking find her. I think she has a perfect body. So and then to see it fucking holding a baby is nuts. So I don't know. I mean, I never seen her naked when I say all that. I'm just saying from the little skimpy clothes the girls wear. I think she's fucking insanely fucking hot.
Yeah, I'm just surprised that
she's an action figure. She's a superhero. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Susan?
I'm just surprised that they posted that stuff and went there. Like, not surprised she did the workouts. I'm just surprised that they made a video about it. They're very intentional about showing that.
I am a huge fan of Jiggle. That's weird that you know that. Yeah. Even when dudes jump ropes, like when Rich is jumping ropes and you see his titties bounce, that's awesome. Or that dude's hog flopping around in his shorts. But I do like it. I did like Tia's, like when she does that clean and you see her tits bounce. That was kind of cool.
Did you reach out to that guy already? The hog and shorts?
I tried to call him live on the air. Were you on that show?
Yeah. But I just meant, was there any other, like, you didn't shoot him a message or anything?
Hey, dude, so many dudes must call that dude. Afterwards, I went to his account recently on my Instagram, and I think I was just, even though I was by myself, I think I blushed because you can see where I tried to call him 4 times. Yeah, that ab separation's a son of a bitch. Yeah. That diastasis is not fun. But anyway, she's doing her so anyway. Kids first, man. Right on for that chick. Like what did you think was gonna happen if you go after people's kids?
We need more of that.
The right's gonna go scorch earth on just everything gay. It sucks. But
I like it though, because the more that they interject like critical race theory, the more that they are really pushing this transition thing and everything else, that's going to be the only way we break free of a completely state stranglehold monopoly over education.
Okay. I like that. I like that. I just don't like this. I just wish that there was a
like, you could thank Biden, the fact that homeschool has increased, like COVID and Biden, like, thank you guys, because now we're having people break away from traditional state-run school systems.
Well, like the 2 million kids, you're right, that never went, that are in the homeschool system that weren't before COVID. That's
so keep pushing the crazy shit. Let's have the drag queens in the library. Fucking get that dude with the massive hog and teach him jump rope at PE. Like, let's get weird and see what happens.
That guy goes to elementary schools and teaches double cross. God. Hey, call her hi.
Oh my God! Wow.
Hey,
I just picture that happening, and I'm like, yeah, no.
I want to ask you this though: do you think if they brought that guy out onto the floor at the CrossFit Games to demo the fucking crossover with this hog flopping around, that's more or less inappropriate than Rihanna doing the dipstick test?
Wow.
What? Tell me,
Dude,
which one? Which one's more inappropriate?
I'll have to think on that and call you back.
All right.
Shit, I don't know.
What's up? Is this Richard?
No, it's Jeremy.
Oh, Jeremy, what's up, dude?
Jeremy.
Sorry. My bad.
Man?
What's up, guys? So the other day I called in with that the woke young lady at the gym giving me crap about.
Oh yeah, did you get in trouble for telling that story?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
They don't listen. They would never.
They listen.
Unfortunately, they would never listen to you.
They listen.
I hope so. Fuck, I hope so. But you're talking about the mom thing. It's ironic because in this same week I had a conversation with this mom at the gym. She's a mom of 4 girls, and she gets after it, and it's unbelievable. She was pregnant. Not going as hard as Tia, but she's pregnant. I think at least 2 of the kids she was pregnant while she's been a member. And she brings the girls with her. All 4 of them are girls, ironically. But she
one of them will transition.
The
Give it time.
I mean, with what we're seeing now, chances are pretty high, right? But no, I was just calling to say, that video of Tia and your point about, she said the same thing. We were talking about what the hell's going on in the world these days, and drag queens at schools and all this crazy stuff, and she doesn't get it. And here's the funny thing: is she works out with her circle is a lot of the woke people at the gym,
the wokerazzi.
So you walk into a conversation like that and you're like, I better be careful what I say, and she's the one, she's like, I don't get these idiots and these liberals, and I'm like, yes. I was like, let's talk about this. Like, this is fantastic. So there's hope. There's hope out there. Well, there's, across the gym, the mixture of people is pretty incredible, but there's hope out there. There's people like her who they get it. They see it. They might not be as vocal, but in a one-on-one conversation, we've had some awesome conversations about her raising her girls and showing them how to work out and how
is she married? Is she married? Is she married?
She is.
Oh, she's not divorced?
She is. No,
all right.
She's not.
Don't stand within 6 feet of her. You'll get her pregnant. 4 kids already.
Yeah,
that chick fucking
I'm
gets
really far
easy.
from her.
Okay, stand away from her.
At least 10 feet. At least 10. Speaking of pregnant and stuff like that and giant hogs, I text you my BBC.
Oh, thank you. I can't wait till after the show. Thank you. That's a little treat. We'll be ending the show early today. Oh, the show's over. Bye.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Just one second. All right, talk to you later.
Do you know this phenomenon of like just really fucking attractive girls they just won't shut the fuck up, and no one's ever told them to shut the fuck up, and everyone's just like waiting for them to, like, guys are saying, oh.
And dude, those were the easiest chicks to get.
Yeah, and then eventually
you tell them to shut the fuck up, and then they're like, and then all of a sudden they're into you because you're the asshole, dude. You're the only one that told them to shut the fuck up. Sorry, did I ruin your bit by saying that?
No, it's funny. It's good. Stand, cover your heart, face the flag, and repeat these words every day for your entire adolescence. We wonder why so many people are boot kickers in this society. They literally programmed us to be. I don't even know what that means. Bootlicker. I still don't know what it means. I'm okay with the Pledge of Allegiance. I'm okay with it. Sorry. Okay. How about this? We already did 488. How about no, this one, there's one that's good. On trust 490. Trust your discernment. Sorry, Caleb. Trust your discernment. This is so good. This is the guy we had on the air. This is the guy. This is so good. Here we go. We might have to listen to this twice.
How this could have happened. And what you see is a country of people unable to trust their power of observation and discernment. So they outsource their thinking to authority. And that's the number one lesson taught in public schools, that truth comes from authority. So memorize what's in the textbook and memorize what the science teacher has to say. Put it on a standardized test and you get that A. But instead, early childhood education should focus on the power of observation and developing a relationship with the scientific method. So try it. Go on a nature walk with your children. Look for a field of flowers. Have them watch a bee for 10 minutes. Photograph every bee they find. Try to get one with its eyes in the flower. Take out and examine honey. Describe it using all 5 senses. As much detail as possible. Take a break with a honey drink and then do some reading on bees. You are starting to teach your kids to trust their observation and discernment, which is the precursor to having them do the scientific method. Again, my private homeschool community and Cubs to Bears books.
So this guy, the premise of this is we have outsourced our thinking to authority, and we don't trust our own power of observation and discernment. That's why it was so obvious for those of us who hadn't outsourced it to see that COVID wasn't real. There was no way it could kill me based on anything they said. No one healthy was dying. How could I not, like, they're saying it. I even took their fucking numbers. Do not outsource your thinking. Think of all the things like that.
Everything's like that.
The earth is round. Vaccines are good.
Yeah.
Women should be empowered and act like men. The best thing you can do is graduate from Harvard. Fuck off. Fuck off. Dude, I'm not outsourcing shit to you. Well, some shit. Like if my refrigerator breaks, I'll call the refrigerator repairman.
But that's an observable authority there.
I'm not a flat earther.
You called them in, they fixed it.
I'm not a flat earther. I just like saying that one. But I'd like to have more flat earthers on. That guy we had on was one of the most sober guests we've ever had, Brett Stephenson.
Mm-hmm.
The earth is round. Fine. I'm cool. I think it is too. God, that was insane. That was insane. Hey, dude, someone said before the fight that when you're Teddy Atlas said before the fight, I didn't hear him say it. Someone said he said it, that when you become champion, you automatically get 20 to 30% better. And I'd never heard that before. And holy shit, he beat the shit out of Kamaru last night.
Was that because of like the mental kind of like whatever you get from that, like you kind of win? You know, if you're in a 5-round workout and somebody who jumps out in front and they're like in front of you the whole time, but right around the 3rd round, you kind of see them dying out because they went too fast. And then right around the 4th round, you're able to make the move and you start to pass them. And then right as they notice that you're passing them, they just get defeated because you still feel okay and you know that you're going to be able to close out that 5th round like sooner or whatever?
Well, you know what's funny that you described that is Kamaru probably thought he was going to win that first fight because he was kicking Leon's ass, and his in that fight that where he lost the belt, it was actually their second fight. Kamaru in the 5th round was winning. He walks out there and his coach says, "Hey, just have fun," and he fucking got knocked out. By a fucking kick, by a kick. Hey, this dude, I don't know if you guys watch the fights, YouTube, but this dude, Leon Edwards, he knocked out Kamaru in the last fight with a kick to the head with his left foot. In this fight, Leon waited until the 5th round, basically. He showed such crazy discipline. He didn't throw a head kick with the left foot until the 5th round, and then he just fucking opened it up. And it was crazy. It was so crazy.
Yeah. I believe that like 20 to 30% thing, because that's how
You do?
because of just the example that I gave right there at the gym. Like you could feel yourself, like David Goggins in his book calls it stealing souls.
Yeah.
Like when somebody thinks they're out in front of him and that he's defeated, and all of a sudden he comes from behind and goes to pass him, and he's like, you could just feel like you like collect their energy and become more powerful as you move on because you've just broken them. I definitely think that that's a thing.
Well, how about at the CrossFit Games, dude? The people who win don't collapse as they cross the finish line, and everyone who crosses after them is like just like filing to gelatinous sack of shit.
Yep, that's it.
Maybe there's a shirt there. Don't outsource your thinking to authority.
That's cool.
God, the power of observation and discernment. It's the relativity and contextualizing shit. It's so good. Trust your discernment.
All right, I gotta head out.
Thank you.
No
Thank you.
See you guys
later.
Bye.
That guy who called yesterday, our last caller. Oh, by the way,
shouldn't we do a moment of silence and mourn his departure or anything?
Oh, okay.
Or maybe just play a little. Bye, Caleb. Later, dude. Good having you on the show. It's always fun with you. Hey, when I pull down the comments on the side, I feel a little lonely. Like when I go to this brand tab.
Yeah, and you click it, they're gone.
Yeah.
It's just, have you ever used the full screen and blowing it up to full screen?
Oh.
There you go. I like that.
Beaver headed to church. You think that's where he's going? Okay, sorry. What were you going to say?
I don't know. I forgot now. What are we talking about?
Just winning. Okay, here we go. Do you have the list or do you want me to do it?
I got the list.
What's 484? There's nothing written on it. Oh, no, we've already done that one. That's the one with that's the white girl beating all the melanated girls in a track and field event.
Yes. Song. Yeah, they got it.
Oh, they did. Oh, awesome. Okay, 483.
483.
Hey, look, we haven't done any COVID. Have we done any COVID talk today yet?
No, not at all. I don't think we've.
483, please. I'm gonna go wake up the drunk girl from last night so she can help us find sperm donors again.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Is at the end of the show last night was awesome, and I was cracking up because like Halpin and Brian were like definitely ready. You're like, okay, all right, well, we're gonna put the call number up, and both of them were like. And then right as you're like, all right, guys, we're going to go ahead and shut it down. The phone rings. I was like, this is fucking perfect.
I love it how I mean, that's the way it should be, right? It's two lesbians. They're like, hey, this whole, they want to talk about the premise of me saying that even if you're a gay dude or a gay girl, you still need to fuck.
It's
to make a baby.
I
just love it.
I love just being able to like, when I have those shows and I just throw them up on my living room TV and I just get to like do my thing and like listen to them. Like I just enjoy them so much because usually if you're back here on the back end or if I'm on it, you're like hyper focused on what's going on, kind of what the next segment will be, where we're going to go with it, the information in hand. But when I just have it playing on my living room and Grace and I are just like making some dinner and stuff, like half the time I'm just cracking up. Like I'm just laughing.
Do you shush Grace if she tries to talk?
Only when you're going to make a subtle joke that nobody else reacts to, but I'm just doubled over laughing in my house by myself.
Thank you.
It's good. It's just the way that lined up last night was so fucking perfect. And their reaction also too, every time you just give a little subtle, like jab at Halpin and he would just look to the left every time and be like,
Halpin's great, isn't he? He's like,
he's so good. Yeah, I've really enjoyed him on the shows. The whole dynamic of it's great. Okay, I'm sorry. Here we go.
What's this mean? 244 and 49.
That means 244 people are watching. We have 49 likes. Time to hammer that like button.
Oh wow! Look at you with the shorthand notes. How do you get?
Yo.
Hey, what's up? Have
Hi.
you hit the like button yet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
On your page? I think so.
Oh,
I don't like that hesitation.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure. Meg, get up. It's on the Sevan show. What? I'm up.
So what's the deal? Is it inappropriate to ask a gay man or a gay woman to have sex in order to make a baby? Isn't it just like sometimes I cook shit I don't want to cook?
Dude, honestly, I think like the process of actually like acquiring the sperm, putting it in, like all of that is very like, I don't know, mechanical.
Yeah.
And it feels like a lesbian like science fair project. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I totally
So
get it.
I'm not above just like banging it out, really.
Just would it be gross?
I mean, it'd be a first for both of us, but we'll try anything once.
And your other partner could be there too, and you guys could light candles, and it could be like some sort of like.
Candles.
It could be like I just see it as God. This is the hippie coming out of me, but I see it as you're summoning. You're trying to summon a good soul. Like you could have someone there, like setting the mood for like this deep love.
Dude, I don't know if I could be there for that. I feel like I'd rip like a guy's dick off if I saw him banging Maggie, but.
Wow.
I'd be okay.
See, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I was saying. Remember? And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna work out. Like it might get weird.
Wow. Holy shit.
I feel like I would say that I could do it and then like not actually be able to.
Yeah, like try to go along with it because you think it's gonna be okay, and then all of a sudden you see it crest the labia majora, and you're like, nope, it's not all right anymore.
I don't think it's called the labia.
It's called whatever I said there.
The labia majora. Only in the Middle East is it called. Yeah, there's got to be. Do you think that there's any validity to what I'm saying, or it's just fucking hocus pocus, just fucking hippie bullshit?
No, there's definitely some validity there.
Yeah. What if you guys got? What if you picked out what if it was a gay guy?
We got a new jumper.
How do we narrow down? Yeah. Who do we choose?
That's the thing. Why can't you just choose some dude and be why? Like, could you? I mean, you could just see a guy, right? And just like, so let's say you just go to like, I don't know, I'd go to a basketball game if I was a lesbian and choose one of the players on the court. So let's just say you go to a basketball game, and I'd be like, that guy. He looks nice. His parents are I see he kissed his mom and dad like at halftime. He seems cool.
Yeah, no, we're definitely interested in like black dudes too, just to make
there
like
you
a
go.
phenomenal athlete.
There you go. I don't know why you have to suggest that all
find...
basketball players are black. That's a little heavy-handed for me, but I'll go with it.
No, not all of them, but a lot of them.
No, all of them. Shut up.
But it's hard to find like a gay dude that isn't vaccinated also.
Oh
wow, is that really true? That demographic? Well, it's 60 or 70% of everyone's got at least one shot anyway, right?
Right.
You don't want sperm, vaccinated sperm. That's a real thing. I thought that was kind of a joke.
No, that's a red flag.
That's a red flag.
I know that's judgy, but I don't trust that thing.
Yeah. This Andrew Hiller says the caller can squat 300 for reps. Hey, and that would suck if you got a dude who wasn't like there's no reason to dilute your gene pool. Like if you have good genes.
Right. We only want like strong, pure blood genes.
Are you guys for sure having kids?
Yeah, I want like a bus of children, but it's just hard.
And do you guys know who's gonna have? Has one of you committed to having them all, or you'll take turns, or?
We're both down for it. Yeah, we're both down. We want to do it at the same time, like make it a reality show.
Oh, that would be cool.
Shit.
Everyone tells us it's a terrible idea, so we just want to do it more. Yeah, but we thrive in chaos.
Would you get the sperm both from the same man?
Ideally, yeah, but if we both have to like bang it out at the same time, I guess that could work.
Well, you could space it by like a day or so. It'd still be all right.
Yeah.
Hey, are either one of you afraid? I had this friend who wanted to let his wife bang another dude, but he was afraid that she would leave him if she liked it. Are either of you afraid that like one of you might leave it if they enjoyed the cock, that it would be like leave you?
I think the laughter is a no.
That's deep.
I mean, that's why my wife won't let me have Jeremy over. Jeremy Eat World. She's afraid that
You get a taste of that BBC.
yeah, she's afraid I'll jump ship.
Wait, because he offered up his sperm. Yeah. And
Hey,
he could have done that.
that he's like two men in one. That guy.
Yeah, I don't know. We've been friends for like ever. We went to high school together, and I feel like if she looked at me one day and was like, "Dude, I just want a big dick
Yeah.
in my face
Yeah.
to be happy,"
Yeah.
I'd be like, "All right, man, get it."
But she's not that cool with you. She would be jealous of you if you said that.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out one of you's got a jealous streak.
If I wasn't in the room, I would be jealous, but I feel like I would just have to be there.
Okay, let me propose this. Let me propose this to you. Why not find a guy who not only can give you the sperm and is strong, but is also wealthy and will also help finance it too. So
like
it's
a sugar daddy?
like it's so it's like all your kids, yeah. But he knows like, hey, this is a one-time deal. You get this pussy once, we're gonna have the kids, and then you're gonna be just or he's like a benefactor. It almost sounds like the dream dad position for some fucking like
I
for
feel
like some
there's no
professional
loss
soccer
there.
player or something. Like if I'm
The
a fucking
only thing
professional
is,
male
like-
athlete and I don't want my wife fucking other dudes, but I want to have kids, I'll pick two lesbians.
The only thing is like we have guy friends literally all the time. We're like, no, we'll give you ours. And I just feel like, like if our kid did something cool, they'd be on YouTube like, that's my kid, that's my boy.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Hey,
you can get around that. Just say yes to all of them, and then don't say which one got used. It's like a firing
Why?
squad.
Wait.
It's a sperm firing
That's
squad.
what I said.
Everybody takes a shot, and then when the baby's there, no one knows whose it really is.
Oh, why not just keep the dad? Don't if you know who the dad is, why not just keep him in the picture? Like he can and just the kid lives with you. It's your kid, but you keep him in the picture. He gets to help raise the kid. Doesn't that sound nice?
Don't give him any equity.
I don't know if I feel like Maggie would be okay with that. I'm okay with it. He's been on the sperm roulette train for like the last 10 years. So yeah.
Do you guys go to websites and ever just like look through? Is it like, I'm just picturing it's like a yearbook and there's just pictures of tons of dudes. Do you ever just
it's like a Facebook. It's like the city version of Facebook where you can go, like you can hear their voice, you can see like, their degrees, their education. Yeah, it's kind of creepy.
Do they have the vaccination status or not on there too?
Dude, so yeah, it'll tell you like when they donated. So like we've only been looking at like the 2019 one, so then we know. But yeah.
How much is it?
That's sketch. It's $650, and I swear to God, the vial is like the size of your fingernail. Like there's such a little amount. It's absurd. And it comes in like a giant nitrogen tank. Like it looks like a mini rocket ship.
So it's not environmentally the packaging is completely ridiculous for the content.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll send you a picture of it. It's absurd.
How close are you guys to pulling the trigger on this?
Pretty close. We tried in 2020, like summertime. But then last year we competed. We had to I don't know. We did our blood work and needed to balance out some hormones.
You're in Colorado?
Yeah.
Yeah. You God, I know this guy. You need a wealthy guy.
I know.
I think.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, you need a wealthy guy who wants to facilitate having kids. Maybe he's gay, maybe he's not.
Yeah.
Who's looking for two really fucking powerful women to push his genetics along.
It's 2023. I'm not opposed to any of this, honestly.
Yeah.
Let us know if you guys find anyone.
Okay. And you let me know. Will you keep me posted?
Yeah.
All right.
For sure.
Well, thank you for sharing this story. This is a fascinating story.
Hell yeah. Yeah. It's been a pleasure.
All right. Well,
Love you guys.
it's the beginning of our friendship. Thank you. One of you I started following last night. The other one I already
The Sammy
followed.
lady or me?
Yeah, the Sammy lady. She only has like 200 followers. I was a little embarrassed following her. I was like, like what the fuck? This is I've never seen anyone with so few followers. I thought they started you with the baseline of 400.
Follow M. You better follow M.
I do follow M. I had already followed M. And I was like, who's the Sammy lady?
The followers are small, but the quality of the content is high. It's worth it.
Hey, Sammy, if you and I like went on a houseboat together for like a week, both of us would die of alcohol poisoning.
100%.
And I'd probably end up fucking eating hot dogs.
For sure.
All right.
He is like an 80-year-old man with a bottle of bourbon.
All right. I love you guys. Thanks for calling. Seriously, keep me posted, please.
Hell yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Love you
thank
guys.
Bye.
Bye. They seem like a lot of fun.
What a journey.
Yeah.
Pull up BBC on your no.
Jeremy, we know. Jeremy.
Saving something for after the show. Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
This call has me feeling some things. That's good.
A
You're alive.
little blood flow in the pants there, Kenneth.
Interesting convo. Yeah, it's a I wonder how many lesbians like you could have that like talk with. I do really think that there's something there. I don't know how. I just for some reason I just feel like I know it's so childish and like fairy tale like, but in my head it's like the penis goes in the vagina. This is gonna. I'm embarrassed to even say
crosses
this.
the labia.
Yeah, it crosses the penis goes in the vagina, and then I feel like all of this is so stupid. I can't believe I'm gonna fucking say this.
Say it. I want to hear it.
I feel like all of these like spirits come around like by the thousands
and watch it
and are there present for like when men and women have sex, and then there is a like a there's one that's summoned by the energy or the relationship that this man and this woman have, and that relationship that they have unlocks the key or opens the portal for that specific spirit or angel that's waiting, and then that one goes in, and that's like it.
Wow.
Sevan microdosing right now. No, but I just feel like that's how like when I made my kids with my wife, I wanted a love baby, and I just feel like I summoned Sevan on some hippie shit. Now I know I can't. I'm not telling you I believe this. It's just like it's just a kind of like a fairy tale I have in my head and how it works. Dick butter. Anyway, I wanted love babies with my wife, and I just feel like we made love babies, and I feel like we got like I feel like I summons those, metaphysical something,
Hunters in Colorado. You see the text Hiller just sent us?
Who sent us? Oh,
Hiller.
No, let me see.
You know what else was funny is when they were like, "Oh yeah, we might be into getting a donor from a guy." You know, like every dude in the chat that was in here was like,
"Oh, those chicks are hot."
I know, yeah. Don't show that to the chat. They're gonna have a line of dudes headed to Colorado for their shot.
Yeah, those chicks have fucking great bodies. Holy shit. All right. Yeah, that's Sammy on the right. I'm telling me and her would drink ourselves to death. Sevan, your kids are lucky. I squirted one of them with a hose yesterday. I got in trouble by my wife.
Wait, just how did that take place? They were just walking by and you just said fuck it and sprayed them down, or were they like acting a fool?
I'm not gonna tell this true story, but I'm gonna give you guys the spirit of it. I'm fucking watching the fights in the garage, and I have this little window to myself to just enjoy the fucking fights. They could come in there and watch them. But the
they gotta be
second the
quiet.
fights are over, I have to get on with fucking Mike Halpin and Brian Friend. The second the fights are over, I have to go from fucking raging in my garage, fucking around with my 80-pound dumbbell that I snatched yesterday, and hanging out, eating brie and crackers and Camembert with a little fucking diluted fucking White Claw with a giant bottle of fucking Perrier, and just lifting weights, eating cheese, and getting my buzz on. And I'm fucking in there, and I hear this from the backyard. The boys stepped in dog shit. So in between round 3 and 4 of the fucking Kamaru Usman and fucking Leon Edward fights, I run into the backyard because I'm like devastated because I know that they have dog shit in between their toes and they're probably freaking out. And I run back there and I start up the hose. I'm like, boys, hurry up, run to me, come here, run. I'll wash the shit off your feet. And fucking Avi's just taking his fucking sweet ass time, and I call him like 4 fucking times. And I go, hey, and I just squirted the hose on his chest, and I got in so much trouble. I got in so much trouble. I felt like my back tightened up just telling that because my wife I got in so much trouble. A video of Sevi snatching that 80-pound, or did it happen? So here's the thing. You want to know the truth? I was wearing I've been wearing long johns a lot, and I was wearing long johns. I made a video of it, and I was wearing long johns in the garage when I snatched it. And you can see my fucking big hog flopping around in the long johns. And so I'm like, I'm not showing that video. These fucking idiots will think I did that on purpose. There's no fucking way I'm showing it. And it sucks because I was so scared to snatch it because I wasn't sure if I was going to get it up. And I'm looking at the video and you just see this fucking banana. This dream cock flopping around in there. And I'm just like, there's no fucking way. Yeah, long johns. Or thermal underwear, whatever they're called. No, I'm not showing it. I'll get so much shit for it. I'll do it again with some like normal clothes on.
That is so good.
Cameron, show it, you bitch. Yeah, Gaethje was insane too. All the boys did good. Yeah.
Wearing a pair of long johns.
Sevan, you should have been a comedian.
He is. What are you talking about?
God.
It's happening right now. In front of our eyes.
Let us be the judge. All right. Maybe I'll put it up. Hiller, thanks for the photo. That's a great photo.
Yeah, that was a good photo. Should we get back to our...
Put that in the spank bank. Okay, yeah.
Don't change the subject. Show the video.
Yeah, that's okay. Here we go. Listen up, people. Back to some serious shit.
It's absolutely scientifically clear that these vaccines do not prevent acquisition of the disease. SARS-CoV-2 does not prevent transmission of the disease, does not prevent illness from the disease, and does not prevent death from the disease. And in fact, in studies, the all-cause mortality rates have been shown now to be higher in numerous studies in those who have received the vaccine than those who have not. So it does not prevent transmission. Those who have gotten the shots can acquire and transmit at equal volumes. University of Wisconsin, University of California, Vietnam, multiple studies affirming this scientifically peer-reviewed data.
And mechanistically, he's basically talked about it's from IgA. Secretory IgA is the most abundant antibody in our body, and it does not get stimulated from any of these vaccines. This is a respiratory virus. Secretory IgA is in the respiratory system, and that's one of the main reasons why vaccinated people actually harboring more virus. For COVID.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
I don't know what he said right there, but that was scary. That was scary.
Oh boy.
Hey, so basically, doctor of semi-science. So basically, those guys are saying it doesn't stop transmission. What are the 4 things? It doesn't stop transmission, doesn't prevent you from getting sick, doesn't prevent you from getting the disease, doesn't prevent you from getting less sick. And as a matter of fact, there's some studies that show that the people who took it are dying at a higher rate.
Crazy. Oh my goodness.
Hey, I think at least half of what he said might be true. That's the crazy part, right? If fucking 1/4 of what he said is true, it's a fucking shit show.
Oh, see, I was right the last time we talked. Check this out.
The advertising cost of Pfizer totaled approximately $2.8 billion US dollars in 2022, an increase of $800 million.
$2.8 billion in 1 year. Do some math on that. How much money would you have to spend per day to spend that much on advertising in 1 year?
Yeah, we could convince anyone of anything. Do I have an echo
Anyone
now?
of anything, dude. And that's what people don't realize. Like inside that $2.8 billion, like if somebody, and people always make the joke about like, if I had all the money, blah, blah, blah. If I handed you that much money right now and said, hey, you have to spend all of that within a year, I think you would struggle immensely with it.
That is, to answer your question, $7,671,232 per day.
Per
8 million,
day.
basically $8 million a day is a way to think of it. Per
For
day on advertising.
365 days. $8 million a day.
How much is a Super Bowl commercial? $1 million for 30 seconds?
No, I think it was like $6 million or something this year. Let's find out.
Crazy.
And I just want people to really actually like, the big thing there is to contextualize how much money is spent and what type of impact that has on all the messaging, how much you're viewing it, the type of people that are paid to work underneath it, like all of that stuff. And it's hard to, like, we throw around numbers like in the billions and all this stuff all the time, and it's really hard to understand and contextualize like how much money that is and how much, when you spend it in the right way, influence that actually has. It's insane.
Most people have come around to the idea that COVID was a sham outside of Cali, not Canada.
And it was $7 million for 30 seconds of a Super Bowl commercial.
Buy a Super Bowl commercial. Dude, that's why it's so crazy to think that CrossFit will ever buy a Super Bowl commercial. Do you know what that would do to them? Can't afford that. You're fucking out of your mind, people.
You don't think they could afford a $7 million Super Bowl commercial?
No, fuck no. Fuck no.
You don't think Berkshire Partners got that deep of pockets?
First of all, it wouldn't. I mean, think that would only help the affiliates. Remember remember when you were talking about alcohol the other day?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well,
And you
that
were
really
saying,
stuck with you, huh?
Yeah, that was fucking amazing. And you were saying
Cool.
about how like the frontal cortex, like something gets jacked up, and it makes it so you're only thinking about like the consequences of your actions in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how the fucking world works.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, I'm Nostradamus. I can see the future like 3 million years, so I need like a bottle of vodka just to shorten it down to 100 years.
Yeah. I know it's too much for you.
Right.
Makes sense.
I have to modulate that.
You know what I mean?
When you explain that explains all the fucking like cheating and fucking. I bet you 99% of the people who've ever cheated on anyone, alcohol was involved.
Mm-hmm.
Because you fucking Do
you go to college campuses and like the amount of like sexual tension that's in those like type of like a frat party or something, you cram all those kids in the room, get everybody blacked out drunk, and we want to talk about, helping out women and making sure that, there's no sexual abuse or stuff going on. It's like, take away the alcohol, and I bet you that number drops dramatically. Yeah.
Venereal diseases plummet.
Plummet.
Barry McCockner, let's see those Fruit of Loom dumbbell snatches. I could probably show you from like far away. Let me see.
Can you cut off the bottom half so you just see the dumbbell once it passes your waist or whatever?
I'll show you like. Let's see. Can you see from there?
Oh yeah.
Okay. There's the 80. Look at. Oh shit. Am I gonna do it or what? Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, my head's cut off.
Oh, perfect. I mean, I could still see your massive dong flopping around, but other than that, I look good.
It's just a dong shot. No wonder I didn't even realize that until I just showed you. God, I'm a jackass.
I saw 80 pounds of something
I'm
flying
putting that
around.
on my fucking Grinder account.
But I just DM it to the jump rope, dude.
My wife said something to me. She's like, you talk about dick a lot.
Just like, hey, free brother.
Can't help it.
Free balling.
I don't know what kind of
Have you watched any of this stuff with Michael Malice? He was on like Rogan recently. He was on PBD's podcast. He's like the guy that is really pushing like anarchy.
Yeah.
Anarchist.
Tillander was saying my friend Michael Malice was on Rogan, was like throwing his name around.
Yeah, I started listening to more of his stuff, and it's a lot to think about. He's got some really cool, good points, but it's hard to be tangible with it, like to grab it.
You like anarchy.
I do.
Yeah.
I think I think to a certain extent,
Or
like
you really want to, you're like a little step beyond whatever a libertarian is.
Yeah, like I the more you think about it, the more that we're kind of already living in it to a certain extent, right? Because I talked about a lot in the last show, like the more money you have, the more options and choices you have. And people don't realize when you cross over that like $100 million mark, assuming you can manage the money to where there's still income coming in, like you could start buying, just like I was telling last time, your own police force, your own doctors, your own hospital, your own scientists. Like it's so then
all the rich people I know have their own doctors.
And they're buying portions of the government, right? The major corporations. Now you think that 2.8 or 2.8 billion dollars Pfizer spent in advertising, that didn't go to lobbying. That wasn't part of a lobbying budget where they just bought off sections to change regulation.
Yep. I'm with you.
Yeah. And so it's about cooperation. His whole point was it was about cooperation. And he made a good point because he was on PBD arguing, like, how are you going to do this without the cops? And he's like, well, the cops are already like a big chunk of the state ran monopoly.
He was on Patrick Bet David too.
Yeah.
Why is it? Did he write a book or something? Why all of a sudden?
Yeah, the book's called White Pill. Yeah, he's doing a press tour. And he made a good point of, he goes, well, check this out. He goes, go to any bar. He goes, you have males from the age of 21 to 30, testosterone filled, completely drunk and hammered. And he goes, and by and large, the couple private security that are there are keeping the law and order. Like the cops don't show up unless something crazy happens and they have to come in. And usually at that point, they're just taking reports and dealing with their own private security of the bar. And he goes, so you see examples of this happening everywhere else. The other thing he uses hotels.
Well, maybe it's just the thought of the cops coming is what keeps it in check.
You think so?
I mean, it's the argument that people say about the Bible, right? That if people didn't believe in God, there would be all sorts of like just crazy murders and shit. I don't know if I believe that.
That's the thing. I feel like now religion is pretty less prevalent now than it was 20, 40, 60 years ago, right? Like, especially in California out here, it's almost like void of it.
Yeah,
I mean, if you go up
California is definitely godless.
Yeah, I mean, look at the churches. How much church, like, how many churches are being populated and stuff on Sundays now compared to 50 years ago? I bet you the number's starkly different. A lot less people in churches, but they still behave well to each other.
Yeah. Oh, several books. He has several books out.
Yeah, well, the White Pill is his newest one that he was doing.
The word anarchy scares me.
Yeah, because it's just void of any like government. People think of it as like total chaos, like Armageddon.
Here's the idea of statism. We elect people from a group widely considered to be the most untrustworthy people in all of society to then protect us from the inherent untrustworthiness of society. But it's not supposed to be that way, right? It's supposed to be someone who really doesn't want to be a leader, but we know that they're the best choice. And so we put them in power and we hope that absolute power doesn't corrupt.
Which it always does. It never fails. That's why it was so important that we put a check and balance system in. You okay?
Yeah, I'm just going to blow my nose with my fucking crying Kleenex. I never wanted Kleenex anywhere near my computer because I always thought that it would mean that people thought I jerked off.
That's funny. I wouldn't have even really thought of that.
You don't have all the insecurities that I have.
I guess the first thing.
Now you know. Now you'll never have Kleenex near your computer ever again.
RV knows about the V&E. That's funny.
What's V&E?
It's like a dive bar here in Livermore. Hey, in Livermore they call the little strip downtown Bermuda Triangle.
No.
Because in the Bay Area, and I'm pretty sure this is still correct, that we have the most amount of bars here in Livermore, all within walking distance of downtown with each other, than any other place in the Bay Area.
Really?
Yeah, so you could start over kind of by not where I live, but on this side of downtown where I live, and you could start there, and let's say you and I were just going to do, they call it like I forget what it's called, but it's like a golf, like people do like golf things there and like make a joke. Like you have to go to each bar and get a drink and there's a game that you play. But essentially, if you start on this side of downtown where I live and you just start going down, before you're halfway through downtown, if you didn't go into any restaurants, but you just went into bars, you've already been to 4 bars.
Wow.
So I think there's 7 in total or 8 in total. One of them, Palamoni's, you could still smoke cigarettes inside.
How's that?
They just smoke cigarettes inside.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's anarchy.
It's complete anarchy. It's crazy.
I swear to God, the Bay Area is all of Northern California.
No, it stops right here in the East Bay. We say once you go over the Altamont.
But I get it. I get what he's saying.
Yeah. A comedian made a funny joke about Livermore that was hilarious about that.
What'd he say?
He was like, whenever you're from the Bay Area and you travel, you just tell people, oh, I'm from the Bay. And then they go, well, where? And you go, oh, it's close to San Francisco. And they go, oh, okay. And he goes, and that's just because you're too afraid to say, oh, it's a place called Livermore. And I butchered the joke, but that's basically the premise.
I live above a bar.
I used to have a buddy that lived above a bar in Hayward called the Funky Monkey. Oh, did you read that thing that happened in Hayward recently where they found that warehouse with like over 100 bodies in it?
Are you kidding me?
No, it's fucking crazy. We got to look that up. Like they were all like in different stages of decomposition too. Yeah. Hey, have I told you about the only time that I went to the fire station to work the guys out and they were all like kind of visibly distraught and they had a call last night and somebody who was on the Castro Valley side of Hayward, there's a little bit more like rolling hills and it's not as populated. Like
Yeah.
as opposed to if you go more west, you head towards closer to like where Oakland meets.
Yes.
And they got a call out there that there was some guy doing something weird in the brush just right outside. So then when they rolled up, Hayward police was there as well too. And it was a fucking homeless dude fucking a dead baby deer. And when they rolled up on the guy,
oh my God,
they were like, "What's that?" And he stood his ground essentially.
Oh my God,
and
I
was
want to
like,
be a firefighter when I get older. Okay,
Dude.
you're gonna put out fires, yeah, and well, you're gonna see some weird shit.
And he go and they go like, "Hey, like, what are you doing?" Blah blah. And he basically stood his ground and was like, "Hey, like, this isn't fucking illegal." And they kind of were like, so then he basically told him to fuck off. And this thing that they said stuck with him was he just gave him this look, a half smile, grabbed the baby deer, flung it over his shoulders, and just headed into the fucking woods.
Chris brings up a good point. And you, Chris, and you want people to govern themselves.
Yeah, because if you would have rolled up on that dude, how much questioning would you have, and would you let him walk away? Or would you put him in the dirt next to that deer?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but that was the first time I've heard him tell some crazy stories. Like after they work out, they kind of all sit in the room together, and like the stories start to come out. It's kind of therapeutic about calls or different shit. And I've heard some the fucked up calls are always with kids, dude. Always with kids. You go in, someone's coding, they're overdosed. It's 3 a.m. Fucking Hayward Fire Department rolls in there to deal with a medical emergency situation and say they just look over and there's a fucking 3-year-old just in the room. Everybody you could tell is just drug addicts. Fucking someone slumped over dead. And this is what that 3-year-old kid is witnessing. And so they're like, that shit.
Make your kids capable. Make your kids capable.
But anyhow, I don't know what made me think of that. But yeah, they were not stoked about that call.
There was this you know, Lady Gaga, I guess there was the Oscars or the Grammys, something that Lady Gaga performed at recently.
Okay. I'm not familiar. I'll search it.
And they were saying that how bold and strong she is because she performed without any makeup on.
Okay.
Totally. Someone's like, you totally pivoted the conversation. Correct.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to see if there's photos here. But all these look like she has makeup. Oh, maybe this was it. So
they claiming she has no makeup on. But I'm looking at her skin and I'm like, she probably has like fucking the craziest. She probably has like some crazy shit done to her skin every single day, right? What's that called? Like the shit that Hiller's wife does.
Like a facial?
Yeah, like or something like, you know what I mean? Like they got like this stick with a light and like a diamond, and they run it over your skin and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like
Yeah.
she does some stunning and brave. Yeah. So I guarantee you, she has some crazy. It starts with an E. Esthetician. She has probably an esthetician she sees every day. She probably puts on crazy like skincare products, like lotions and shit. I bet you she has lip gloss on. I bet you she uses teeth whitener. I bet you she does hair removal. She definitely had some work done on her eyebrows. Her hair's dyed and her eyelashes are done. Just to name a few. She still has done more shit to her face probably that day than I'll fucking do in my entire lifetime. And so she drinks the baby blood? Like, what the fuck?
What? I want to bring you this picture right here just as everybody's daily reminder to piggyback off exactly what you're talking about, that you're not ugly, you're just broke.
Oh, wow. Who is that? That's the same person?
Yeah, it's one of the Jenners. Kylie Jenner.
Just remember, you're not ugly, you're just broke. That's the same person?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it's like just such bullshit. It's like, dude, it's so obvious you have a fucking million things going on. That girl on the right doesn't even look real.
Yeah, like the Kardashians.
I don't think I'm ugly, but I'm kind of broke. Yeah, fuck it. Listen, who would want someone to be attracted to them because they look like a fucking plastic doll? When I went into Scotts Valley and I walked into that Nobu and I looked around at the women there, it was fucking, to be honest with you, it's fucking gross.
You know what else I think it has to do with is a certain level of
Those women are not fucking pretty. I get why guys like them, but no one there is happy like in that who does that. Look for the rich people you want are the people who live on the beach in Hawaii. You want like a fucking like a Bethany Hamilton.
Yeah,
like that
for
chick
sure.
we had on.
But
yeah,
dude,
you want just some surfer bitch that just gets old and slowly and like just wears a bikini and just chill.
I think it's not necessarily about making them. I mean, it's about making them more attractive and more appealing, right? But I also think it's about a certain separation that I'm a different class of human being. So they seem almost larger than life. Like, so
but they're like I find it so unattractive. Like if my chick's like, I have to go get my fucking teeth redone today, I'm getting my boobs taken out and new ones put in, I just find it just like,
no, I'm right there with you, but I'm just saying, like, especially the Hollywood types. Like I was watching this Grace and I were watching a documentary on something with like Taylor Swift. You would love it, by the way. You would love it. You would hardly get through it till you're like, this chick is crazy. But they had her at a meet and greet with their fans, right? Like, so this is after or before a concert. And so they had her dressed up, and you would watch her in the documentary when she was like more casual. Still wasn't casual, was super done up for the film, but like in sweats, like at her house. Then when they go to this meet and greet with the fans, she's already taller. I don't know her exact height, but she's already taller. And they had her wearing these really big platforms, and they had her super fucking done up. So every person that was coming up to like say hi and get an autograph and stuff, she just seemed like larger than life. Right. You know, and I think that's something that humans have done for forever. Like even go back to like the Egyptian days. They, you know, if you were a pharaoh, you were a god, you had to be more done up. You had a headdress, you had the jewelry, you had like the fanciest shit. And that's so that way there's a separation. So that way, if I see you, I'm not viewing you as just another human, but I'm viewing you as a godlike figure, an authoritative figure. And so I think that the Hollywood types recognize that same need for that this day. And it's way easier to humanize, you know, each other. But if you could do all this really expensive stuff and you have this whole regiment that like just keeps you just built up and big, you just seem like you're unreachable. Like now I could be a fan.
But I think that their life truly sucks because then they can't just go outside like me.
100%. And then on top of that, they're still going to sit down on the toilet and take a shit and scroll through their Instagram. And it's
and they're still going to be insecure as fuck when a dude's fucking the shit out of them.
100%.
Like, don't you just want to just enjoy just fucking just like you're just naked and you're yourself and you're just like you don't got to worry about like your eyelashes falling. Olivia Hudson. I like I don't want my wife to cut her hair. I like my wife has a big fucking huge fucking big red-headed thick. I love her hair. It's like a brown red. Fucking an owl could nest in it.
I'm that same way. Though.
I like long hair on women. What?
I get turned off by like a lot, like girls that are like have too much makeup, or like you even see them at the gym. They show up and they have to get like a full face on before they even just go do like a CrossFit workout, and you're kind of like, oh, this is.
I do. I get my eyelashes done. I get my eyelashes done so I can't work out. I yelled at my friends for their excuses. I do like fake eyelashes for some reason. I mean, those are for some reason those are cool. I'm not saying that I'm okay with women who don't get them, but like when long eyelashes are attractive for some reason, or like I like black eyeliner around the eye. I think lip gloss is cool, but when I start seeing shit on the skin, like if I look at your cheek or your forehead and I see shit or on your neck, or if I smell it, I just kind of look away. My brain can't even relate.
I'm not really like the more makeup and stuff has on, like the less attractive. But I always thought that was just because like my grandma on my mom's side was a alcoholic, and she would put on so much makeup, and I just think it was because she would forget that she already put on the makeup.
Oh shit.
And so like she, you give her a hug or something like that, or she would like, remember when you had the house phone, she would like use the house phone, and then like afterwards it would just be like covered in makeup. Or like if she'd give you a hug or kiss, you just kind of left and you were covered in makeup. And like I just remember
the house phone.
Dude, yeah. And then I remember one time too, we were like eating together, and she like took a bite of this like burger, and there was like even makeup on like the burger bun and stuff. And it just always kind of grossed me out a little bit. Like I just never knew, like she didn't need to have all that on, And so I think that's why it just carried over for me.
I never saw anyone with work done until I moved to California. It makes people look so fake. It makes them look like they like the Joker.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, I don't think Lady Gaga was I don't think that was brave, and I don't think that was natural, but good on her for at least making a step in the right direction. I mean, she looked great. I thought she looked great.
Definitely a step in the right direction. There's a certain amount of makeup that they won't even let you go on without because of the lights and how it'll reflect off, right?
I don't know. 474. Sigmund Freud would have had a field day with you too.
Who?
Sigmund.
Well, I don't get that. Should I get that?
No, you don't get it. You don't want to get it.
Okay.
Bill Maher asked Bernie Sanders to explain the difference between equity and equality. This is fucking nuts.
Here we go.
Confusing equality of opportunity with trying to guarantee equity in outcomes. Okay, that's interesting, because I think this word equity has come into the language in the last few years. And before that, we didn't hear it a lot. And I think a lot of people hear equity and they hear equality, that like it's the same word. And it's not the same word in the same concept. So how would you differentiate between equity and equality?
Well, equality, we talk about, I don't know what the answer to that is. Come to think of it, equality is equality.
Can you pause this 1 second? So that's the premise for the entire fucking liberal agenda. The everything, whether it be the fucking war in Ukraine, whether it be the fucking bill in DC, everything that they do is built around this idea of equity. Everything. And for him to not know the difference between equity and equality is fucking absolutely batshit crazy. Okay, let's go.
Opportunity. All right. We live in a society, we want all people
to
have whatever color your skin is.
Equity, I think, is more guarantee of outcome, is it not?
I think so.
Okay. So which side do you come down on?
Equality.
Equality.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Are we
No,
confusing?
you don't. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. This motherfucker wants shit like universal fucking basic income. This dude wants to give every single person. This dude wants to run society like a prison. Everyone has the same sheets. Everyone gets the same money. He wants to take from the rich and give to the fucking poor. He wants to take from the innovators, take from the creators, take from the people who are leading us into the future to give to the people who can't keep up. He wants to take with people like Bernie Sanders, there would never be fucking airbags in cars. There wouldn't be refrigerators or light bulbs. He doesn't fucking believe in equality. He believes in equity. He's fucking confused. I think it keeps going. Was there more? Or was it?
Oh, was it more? I got it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just have it paused right here.
Yeah. Let's see.
Quality of opportunity with trying to guarantee equity in outcomes. Okay, that's interesting because I think this word equity has come into the language in the last few years. And before that, we didn't hear it a lot. And I think a lot of people hear equity and they hear equality. That like it's the same word. And it's not the same word in the same concept. So how would you differentiate between equity and equality?
Yeah, same thing.
It was just starting back over.
I wonder what Russell Brand is thinking there. He must be fucking tripping.
He's probably just letting him hang him, letting the rope come out so he could hang himself with it.
Equity is a socialist concept, a socialist alternative to liberal equality. Bernie is a lifelong socialist. He's just lying to everyone. I think he just had a tard moment, to be honest with you. I think he's like having a minor stroke or something, or a clot from the vaccine. I'm not even joking. I don't think that was even out of characteristic for Bernie.
I mean, I wonder what the context of how far along that show was, but dude, this is exactly why people from the left that introduce these extreme ideologies never, ever, ever come on there and talk about them in a setting where they're going to be challenged, because they have to go into the echo chamber where we could just mud up exactly what they're talking about and all kind of nod and like agree, and then just point at anything that we think is opposing that and just like label it like white supremacy, or if you agree with them, you're not on the home team, without actually holding up like the rigor of the idea. So, I mean, kudos for him for going on there in the first place, just to be challenged, knowing he was going to be challenged. And I actually like the fact that
I don't know if he thought he was going to be challenged on the Bill Maher show.
I mean, come on. I think a year ago, maybe not, but now you have to know that Bill Maher is like
going to challenge.
But yeah, he's going to question a ton of stuff. Like he sees the writing on the wall, and he sees what the Democratic Party has kind of veered off from. And he's even made, I think we played on the show where he goes, "This is not the Democratic Party that I was part of." They do that on The View. They just bring people in, or they'll bring people in that are gonna, they're gonna have a debate with, but they don't really have a debate. They just frame the question to their likening, and then they all just gang up on them.
There's a state in the United States called Illinois, and Illinois and California and New York. I think there's one other one. Those four states have had more people leave their states. They're having just basically a mass exodus from those states. California, Illinois, New York. It's obvious why. They're the defund the police states. They've become completely unsafe. They're the forced to take drugs and injections. It's all the fucked up shit. It's where the laws are enabling kids to be groomed. It's all the fucked up shit that's happening. So this is number two. This is the governor of Illinois. This reminds me of some fucking Justin Berg shit. Just like how the fuck did this come out of your mouth? Here we go.
Where we, had to make some decisions that in retrospect don't make a lot of sense, right? If you went into the hardware store, you could go in the hardware store, but we didn't want people, all congregating around the gardening supplies. People said, "Oh, she's outlawed seeds." It was February in Michigan. No one was planting anyway. But that being said, some of those policies, I look back and think, that what maybe was a little more than we needed to do. There were moments where we, had to make some decisions that in retrospect don't make a lot of sense, right?
We had you had, and we sent a nuke to. How many things can you say that about? We had to make some fucking decisions in retrospect. You fucking locked your state down. Michigan Governor Whitmer on COVID lockdowns. We had to make some decisions that in retrospect don't make a lot of sense, right? We didn't want people, all congregating around the gardening supplies.
She doesn't even believe herself, dude. Did you see when she starts looking like down and kind of breaks character and stride there? You could tell she doesn't even like She can't even believe she's like saying this.
What happened? It's like a wave of idiocy just came. Oh, I know it is. It's like, fuck you, right? You want to be like, fuck you. You want to pull her out of her car and just fucking roll her into a ditch and drive away in her car. It's like it's so vile. There's a cavalierness to it that's just vile. Like no one else mattered. I just stood in the governor's mansion, was making these decisions. Some of them might have went a little too far.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. We here in California, we never had any like due process or anything with this. It literally we would wait until Tuesday, because you remember on the Tuesdays, and then Governor Newsom would come out on his fucking balcony and speak to us peasants about if we could go to our work, if we could open our businesses, if your kids could go back to school, and on a whim, he would say, well, we're going to go for 2 more weeks. Well, we're going to push it out a month. And then everybody just fucking complied.
Right.
And that is not even, I mean, literally.
That is what happened.
That is what happened. And literally within the, under the guise of an emergency, we all fucking just bent a knee to whatever Father Newsom came out and said we could and couldn't do. And he was caught doing the opposite of what he was telling people when he was at French Laundry and had a fucking birthday party get together with his rich friends.
And how about our neighbors tattletelling? Tattletelling?
Encouraged to.
Yeah, tattling on us when we didn't listen to him, when we didn't listen to Daddy.
Yeah, you were told that your parents couldn't come to your house on Christmas because you would be a threat to others.
I would have parties at my house, UFC fights during COVID, and there would be like a cop at my house, and I could tell he was a little worried.
And people would take pictures of me and you on a hike out in the middle of nowhere, nowhere else around us, and the first 2 comments would be 6 feet away.
Yes.
And there was never any evidence presented that any of this shit made any sense.
This is a great example of equity, Jeremy E. World. It'd be like Avi stepping in shit to resolve the situation. You make the other 2 boys step in shit also. Yeah, it's fucking batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Number 3. And why do this? I don't even know what this is. Oh, okay. Okay, people. This is fucking, I'm going to take a really strong stand on here. This is fucking idiocy. Before we play this, I want to read you some of the comments, okay? Keep doing it. It'll be progressive overload. I was expecting kettlebell swings. Using your child to weight train is such a flex. Taking baby weight to a whole new level. We've been using our kids to exercise weights since they were old enough to support their heads. The best part is when they get older, they are more durable. If you keep doing this, in 18 years, your shoulders are going to be huge. Why didn't I ever think of doing this? Don't drop your weight. Ha, ha, ha. What is that thing the baby's in, and where can I buy one? These are hundreds of people supporting this fucking idiot. This is what you are about to see is complete fucking stupidity. Your child is not a fucking weight. If you want to go in a swimming pool and throw your child in the air, go ahead. You want to practice gymnastics like that guy does and take the calculated risk of doing some fun shit with your kid, go ahead. You want to teach your kid how to do backflip on the fucking trampoline, go ahead. But to use your fucking baby like this is fucking complete fucking idiocy. There's no reason to ever put your kid in a situation where they're risking something where they're not gaining. This is fucking stupid. Look at this. This is a fucking joke. No healthy person does this. No one's like, oh, this is cute and fun. The kid's not benefiting anything from this. Made your kid more durable. You're making your kid a bitch. Let your kid crawl around on the floor. Never put your kid in a carrier. Never, ever put your kid in a carrier. How about that for making your kid strong? Make your kid crawl everywhere after you. That's what I did. It's just fucking dumb. And it's hundreds of people there rewarding her for just stupid fucking behavior.
Now, do you
Can
think
I put my 4-year-old on my shoulder during a ruck? Absolutely fucking not. You mean you're going on a 20-mile hike with a 40-pound backpack and you have your child on your fucking head? I mean, at least then you're walking. I mean, I went on a 5-mile walk with Avi carrying him like this before. But using your baby as a fucking weight? What if one of those straps breaks?
Is that the same as like the squat and toss your kid up in the air and catch him?
Kind of, but that's just more you're being a wild like for reps. If you do 20 in a row, I'm okay with parents. I know parents are gonna do some like crazy shit. I've done some crazy shit. Just even the other day when my kid squats on that fucking, you're gonna take some risks. Some risks are gonna happen.
Yeah.
But to use your kid as a fucking piece of fitness equipment, no, it's not like that. These women in Africa who are walking 20 miles every day with a fucking bucket of water on their fucking head and a fucking child strapped to the front and the back, I ain't hating. Like that, you gotta get the water. But to use your kid, squirt them with the hose, yes. But to use your kid as a fucking dumbbell?
Yeah, that's a little much, huh?
Yeah, it's just like wall balls and wall babies. Yeah, I mean it's just like, come on, man. As Joe would say.
I would just say like minimize the risk, right?
Yeah,
like,
just minimize the risk. Like I'm all about kids taking risks, but that risk has no benefit.
Yeah.
That risk has no benefit.
And I would be more concerned, not more concerned, but equally concerned with the same person here. She's doing like some, I don't know if that's a bag to the shoulder.
Oh, that's fucking tarded too. Completely
but then
tarded.
you have the kid.
Yes.
We go through this all the time.
Drag the kid another 10 feet away.
Yeah, there's so many new
Just
parents.
10 feet.
It's usually the parents with their first kid that it's really tough. And so they'll be like, oh, can we bring the kids in so we could still work out? And we're like, of course. But we have a whole entire like kids section for a little bit of the older kids, right? So you could just kind of, I call it the holding cell, a bunch of toys and crap in there, and they just go in there and go nuts. But it's when they bring the kids in when they're first, it's usually the firstborn, and it's usually in some sort of like stroller or thing like that. And they'll set the kids so freaking close that if a kettlebell slips out of their hand or a barbell goes awry one way, there is zero room there. And so like I've physically, like if I see it and it's in my class, I don't say anything. Just as they go to warm up, I just grab the stroller and I move them another 10 or 20 feet. And I make sure I turn and point the stroller so that way they could see mom or they could see dad.
Yeah.
And then I just say, you have a whole entire room full of capable adults in here. You're not going to do your kid any better. Like nothing good is going to come up as far as like, what? I don't read. What was the comment that you had? Sorry, I was going off and then I read this comment. Lasevi Souza has the look that he disagrees but won't speak up. No, I agree with that. With the kid thing? Yeah, I agree with that.
Are you kidding me? Souza's talked more in the last 3 shows than he has in the first 400 shows. He won't speak up. Fucking talking about.
And anyhow, if you got your fucking kid in the stroller and you bring it to the CrossFit gym, put it 20 or 30 feet away from you and from everybody else. Nothing is going to happen to that kid with an extra 10 or 15 feet that'll be negative. But if you bring him 10 or 15 feet closer, you run the risk of having something slip out and crushing your fucking kid. So please.
Your kid is not a fucking weight. Treat your kid like a fucking kid. I just can't believe people will reward that shit. Yeah, that sandbag you showed with the kid in the tent right next to it, completely tarded. And let me tell you, we let our kid fucking run all over the fucking gym while we were fucking working out. Crawl, we put it on a blanket, but we kept it at a distance. You can go, well, actually that account's gone. I used to show all sorts of that shit.
Yeah, you guys. But I don't know. It's like it's under the Jordan Peterson, like let them do dangerous things carefully and safely.
Yeah.
Like in all those videos, like you and Haley, like right there, and you're very like present of what's happening. You're very aware of what the kid is doing, and you're facilitating it. It's not negligence. You know, like Avi wasn't crawling down some playground stairs, and you're like on your phone, like not even paying attention to what's going on. Like both you guys are super present and like right there.
Damn it, Sevan, you jinxed me. I stepped in dog shit while grounding. Come to my house, I'll hose you off. Yeah, my wife would used to do push-ups in the garage when we'd be working out, and Avi would climb on her back.
Yeah.
I don't know if I do squat. I don't do squat. If I were to do, I don't do squats with my kids.
Like hold your kid and like do some squats. That's very different.
Maybe
than,
like 1 or 2.
Yeah, but
or
it's not
5, but
it's not the workout equipment. It's not strapped into something that now has a handle on it.
and there is also a difference between you holding your baby and your baby in a contraption with they're starting to become weak points.
Mm-hmm.
You have it on your furthest extremity. You got the 2 strap. It's just dumb. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
The chances of something going wrong, slim to none. The relevancy of taking the risk is 0. No, the baby gets nothing from that.
Mm-hmm.
There's no.
Yeah.
It's just dumb shit. Someone said she puts the baby in the picture to get likes. If that's the truth, then you completely lost me. Then now I can't even I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about. Now we're just in idiot world.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think we're in idiot world.
4, is this offensive? Oh, this is the lady. I'm trying to get this lady on the show if this is who I think it is.
Oh yeah. We messaged her. Yep.
Who?
This lady.
Jennifer Welch?
Yeah. You sent me your email contact, and I emailed them like last week.
Oh yeah. I want to talk to her. She's cool.
Yeah, you said you're afraid though a little bit too, right? Like,
yeah, I'm a little bit afraid.
I like that. That's a perfect guess.
Yeah, she seems cool as shit.
Yeah.
I saw this, and then later on saw that she used to. I invited her on the show, and then afterwards I saw that she had a show on Bravo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that's a network, right? Like the
Oprah
network or TNT or TNN.
I call it the Screaming Ladies Network.
Okay,
All
Screaming
their
Ladies.
shows are just screaming ladies. Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Thing that bugs the shit out of me. I'm manifesting. So there's this girl, one of her posts, it's like her and her husband and her Birkin bag and her Rolls Royce, her husband's matching Rolls Royce, and the big fucking private plane you've ever seen in your life. And she literally writes in the comment section, I manifested this life. I thought about it and I made it come true.
I bet if you got to the deep, dark bottom of it, she just had rich parents.
I bet if you got to the deep, dark bottom of it, she could fucking suck the chrome off of a tailpipe. But I mean, one could argue that's manifesting.
That's awesome.
That's Grant. She's talking about Grant Cardone's wife, right?
Oh, is she? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh, shit. Yes.
Because Grant Cardone has the biggest fucking private jet I've ever seen besides Trump's.
Yes. Oh, wow. That makes it even better. What do you think about that, though? You think she is it true? Did she?
I don't know. I mean, I'm the one over here saying that that you gotta, the lesbians and gays gotta fuck so you can summon the spirit. Like, what the fuck do I know? I got my own fucked up ideas on how the world works.
I think that like, to a certain extent, that's true. Like, if she was like, I'm gonna have access to this, it's kind of like the be careful what you wish for thing.
Yeah.
Right. Like, we talked about that before, and it's like, you know, if you wish for certain things, you're like, oh, I want to be the richest dude ever. And then you're like, okay, here's all this money. Then you look down and you have like a little, you know, Tic Tac weenie. And you're like, wait, hold on. And it's like, well, so it's like, it's one of those situations, like, you know, maybe she manifested the plane and the jet and everything else, but
she did come full circle though. And what she said, yeah, I think she's just good at sucking dick. The other chick's like, well, that could be manifesting.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I mean, you know the story. It's been told 1,000 times, but you ask God for something and you know, he gives it to you, but the people don't realize he gave it to you because a homeless man walked up and gave it to you. And you're like, God, you never came. And he's like, fuck you. I came to you 3 times, this, and this. Mm-hmm. And it was the person's expectation. So it's hard to say. It's number 5, conflating reality with imagination. This is how you brainwash people with this kind of talk. So if I say to you, who wins in a fight, Superman or Batman, you have to make that a reality to answer that question. If I ask you if Bigfoot has hair or fur, you have to first believe that to make that a reality. I'm making this presupposition. This is how libtards were brainwashed. Here it is, and people on the right, both people get brainwashed like this. Here we go.
To introduce you to a new friend in our class. And the friend likes to ask the question, Are you a boy or a girl? And Mash answers, I'm just a kid.
But kids can be boys or
They can be boys or girls. Yeah.
Or maybe non-binary.
Yeah. Yeah, just like me. So Nash, just like me, is non-binary.
I love how she's using a black baby because, the woke whites see black people as nothing but props.
I wanted to introduce you to
That too. Sorry, I forgot about that part. There is no if I'm standing, if I'm I don't know what the good analogy is, but there are only boys and girls, and so you introduce this imaginary third thing to kids like it's real, non-binary, and you don't explain to them that it's just made up. Then they start. What happens there is now you're starting to make crazy people. You're conflating reality with thoughts.
Yeah.
Like imagine taking an entire fucking course on whether the Sasquatch has fur or hair and what the difference is, and if it's hypoallergenic, and can you have the Sasquatch as a pet? I mean, it's just complete tard talk. And there's people letting people talk to your kids like that. And I know some people on the right will be like, well, you guys do the same thing with, like, all these fucking Christians will be like, well, you do the same thing with Santa Claus. Yeah, but at some point we tell them Santa Claus isn't real. When are they going to tell them that non-binaries aren't real? Caller, hi.
Hey, it's Tom Guerin. I got a quick story. No, I'm just kidding. That was for the chat. What's up, buddy? Hey, I don't think I have the energy to go rounds with you like that guy did yesterday on the Jesus stuff.
Yeah.
But I had a quick question.
Do you think I was too rough with him, Tom? Do you think I was too rough with him?
No, it's not that.
Okay.
It's not that, Sevan. What it is that if somebody comes on, even a guest or whatever it is, and they have something that they want to get out, like a pre-agenda, you do not allow that. Like you'll be like, hey, what about if I come on telling you that I want to tell you how significant you were to my weight loss journey? You're going to be like, hey, dude, you worked at McDonald's. Let me ask about McDonald's. Or like if that guy comes on and he wants to walk you through the 6 steps of his theology, you're going to ask questions about some random thing that he said in the middle and go down your own path. So you're not rough on people, but you just take us in a different path,
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna do it. Hey, I fucking hate people who come on here with an agenda.
Yeah. My question for you is so you talk a lot about God, and you say you kind of equivocate like your conception of God with the traditional Christian conception of God. So my question is, what do you think about Jesus? Like, just what do you think of him?
Just a cool dude.
Okay.
Love him. Great.
Did he actually like live and breathe and walk on the earth?
I don't know. Wait, hold on. I'm looking up a word you use, equivocate. Open to more than one interpretation. Oh, so my interpretation of God.
Yeah, you'll say like to know God or to find God or to be with God.
Yeah.
And when you say God, I don't think you always mean the same thing that the people that you're talking to do, which is okay. I mean, like, it's fine. But just as an observer, I think there's a lot of times where you're saying something different from what they're saying.
God, yeah, yes. Because I think God. How about this? I think the God in most people's head is made up, and the God in my head is real because he's not in my head.
Yeah, I think you're onto something there. I think that to be honest with you, to be perfectly real,
please,
the God of the Bible is not the God that most people worship. Even people who go to church like 2 times a week and have for their entire life, most of them are worshiping a God that they made up. There's a book called Radical by a guy named David Platt. He's a pastor, and he like walks through people slowly over the cliff of actually like who the God of the Bible is, if you take it for what it says. And by the end, he's basically like, hey, dude, you guys go to church and you raise your hands and you close your eyes and you cry and sing. And the truth is, you're not even worshiping the God of the Bible. You're worshiping yourself. He's like, you're worshiping the Christian. You're worshiping American materialism. You're not even worshiping at the altar of because the God of the Bible says. So there was a rich man who came up to God and to Jesus and said, I've kept all the commandments since I was a baby, like all of them. Love your father and your mother, love God with all your heart, all of them. What do I have to do to see the kingdom of God? And Jesus looked at him and said, you're a very rich man. Go and give all your possessions to the poor and then follow me and I'll show you. And the guy walked away sad. And the point of that parable is not that you have to give away everything to the poor all the time, but it's that you have to be willing to follow God in that way. And I would say 99% of the people who go to church are not willing to follow God in that way. You know, like if Jesus came up to you straight up point blank and was like, dude, sell everything and just go, they wouldn't do it.
Or how about this, Tom? If Jesus was here now, I think most people would deny him. They would be like, because he wouldn't fit the Jesus that they think is the second coming.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one. Honestly, that's one that I struggle with every day. I mean, the Bible says that, you know, people who have entertained strangers have unknowingly entertained angels.
Yep.
And that's how God works. Like that. So we struggle with that one. It's tough, dude. It's tough to be discerning. And I think you've talked about this before too, like with homeless people specifically. It's tough to be like, so I lean on the Holy Spirit. That's what I try to teach my kids. If I pull up to a stoplight and there's something in my heart that's like, hey, talk to this guy, I'll do it. But if it's not, I'm not going to make a rule. Like I don't always have to do it. You know what I mean?
Yes. Trust your discernment, your observation, or like what you're saying, the spirit inside of you speaking to you. And when is the time?
So I would like to maybe point your brain, because I know you think about stuff pretty deeply. Instead of necessarily talking about God, I would love to hear you talk about Jesus. Or I know you say he's a cool dude. Do you think he's the son of God?
I have no idea. Well, yeah,
okay.
Not any more than all of us are the son of God. If you want me to be completely honest.
Yeah, I get that.
The analogy I think that I would use is that people see the sun in the sky and they think it's over there, but it is not over there. If it was over there, only over there, then we wouldn't be able to see on our planet. And the plants wouldn't grow and there wouldn't be photosynthesis. The sun is actually here, but because we use it, we don't see it. We give up the right to see light because we use light. There's almost like a slowing down process, and it's part of the illusion that the sun is over there. And I feel that way. That's a pretty good metaphor, simile for the operations of God. But I don't know anything about Jesus only than what's written in the book. Like I don't, you know, in my relationship with God is just my experience with the unknown, just things that are completely unknown to me that I'm experiencing.
So what is your relationship to the Bible? What do you think about the Bible?
I shouldn't say just a great book with great stories. That it's basically it's the landscape. It's a narrative for the inner landscape of the human mind. It's a bunch of narrative stories that help you understand your inner psychology, your inner working. It's like the don't steal thing. That only works on yourself. If you use that on other people, you will get calamity. It's a wonderful tool to point at yourself, and it's a fucking evil fucking savage warrior when you point it at others.
I like a lot of what you're saying, but I'll push back a little bit on that.
Okay.
Because what God was doing with the Ten Commandments in that story was setting up a system of government for this people, this group of slaves who had just escaped. And all of a sudden, Moses and Aaron were like, we have to govern these like thousands of people who've never been governed by anyone except for a dictator. And we need to set some rules up. So it's just like, you know, the Magna Carta, right? Or the Mayflower Compact, or, you know, any of those historical documents. They were like, we got to have some rules here because this is going to get wild really quick with all these people in the desert.
Like roll down your window when the cops pull you over, or don't.
Yeah, exactly. It's so I agree with you as a practical about applying it to anyone. I'm not, and that's the whole thing with homosexuality too. Just to go on a little side tangent, a lot of Christians get a little lost. Because even though they may have an opinion that I agree with about the sin nature of people in homosexuality, they spend too much time applying it to other people. It's like, hey, if you struggle with these thoughts and you think these thoughts are sinful, you need to apply it to yourself a little bit more than you're Like we don't, if you're following Jesus, you're not walking around looking for sin in other people's lives. That's just not how it works.
Right.
Yeah.
And so those are the characteristics of them that I like. I don't want to do that. Like, and that's kind of the weird thing about this show. Like, I like pointing out like just weird inconsistencies and shit. But like, I don't, at the end of the day, like I don't, I mean, I fucking had Craig Harrison on, and I'm so curious about all the fucking people he killed. And yet I think killing is absolutely fucking wrong.
Mm.
But I'm not.
The prophet embodies the message, doesn't carry it.
Mm.
Well, is Greg Amundsen like in the country? Is that dude still around?
Yeah, I think he's on the East. Last I heard, he was on the East Coast doing some shit with 3-letter agencies. I don't know if that, I could be making part of that up. You think I should have him back on?
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. One of the great things about Greg is that you can't control him. Like, you're great at controlling the guests, but Greg Amundsen is wild. He's got so much to give.
I couldn't control Zach T-Lander. He was fucking out of control.
I know. He's wild.
Fucking out of control.
He's awesome.
I gave up, but I'll also give up too. Like in the first 10 minutes, I just gave up. I was like, I'm not doing this.
But he was, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think that was kind of an easy podcast for you, right? It's like,
yes,
like
it is
you
easy.
just have him on, and you're like, let him go. Yeah, okay. We're going to unleash a Zach T-Lander on everybody today.
It is easy. But I also want to make sure that it's entertaining. Like I don't, even you, like I looked at like how long I've been talking to you, and I'm like, okay, like I want to make sure, like, okay, are we going to get some TNA in here? Can I get a juggling bear in here? Like what?
They hate it. We need to get Audrey on here showing her butt again, and then everybody will be happy.
Her glutes, please, her glutes.
Yeah, exactly. Her upper glutes, lower, hamstrings and glutes. Yeah, my wife. So I'll tell this and I'll get off. My wife thinks the whole show is hilarious. She doesn't watch as much of it as I do, but she loved the video and the happy birthday message. But Allison NYC came on, and my wife was like, "What are we watching right now?" And I was like, "It was great. It was really funny."
Humanity is threatened by giant tits. It is a fact. Threat. It's one of the bizarre things out there, but I'm so threatened.
All right, peace and love, brother. Have a great day.
Much love. Bye.
Later, Tom.
Kenneth. You have, don't let your heart be broken. He wrote earlier, Sevan, you're breaking my heart. You have a lot of work to do, my son, my father. Sevan, hear me out. I think we got a lot of cool people in the chat with stories and insights. What if you interviewed a viewer once a month? Fuck no. Fucking hate you guys if I do that. No, I'm not opposed to it, but I'm not setting anything up like
well, we talked about the Instagram call. That's kind of like the same, right? When we could see them and talk to them about it.
Yeah. Instagram. Oh yeah.
Remember?
But that's the whole point of
we did that with Jeffrey.
Oh yeah, but that was I'm not. It's you guys like 99% of this has to be like shtick and exciting and like tiptoeing into places that like we're not comfortable. That's why I fucking tried to call the fucking gay dude with the giant schlong. I don't want to do that. I just know it's fucking really going to be uncomfortable for me, so I do it. Part of me is like so happy he didn't fucking answer. Talk to some random fucking male fucking prostitute with a giant cock on my show. I didn't want to talk to the live chat, the guy on Rogue, and then they fucking release my address to all you guys. But so if I commit to even the affiliate series, I'm only doing that because it's my way of I'm being some of you guys like, oh, it's so sweet, it's so benevolent. Part of me is it's like a fuck you to HQ. Told you guys this.
Oh,
so I can't. I hear you, but like, you want me to bring Bruce Wayne on, and we all love Bruce Wayne to death, and I bring Bruce Wayne on, and 15 minutes into it, we hate him. I mean, we got to be careful.
I'm glad Mason's back.
Yes, you do. I don't even know what that means.
He got put on timeout by Wads on me on accident last night.
On accident?
It was an accident, but I saw the thing pop up in the chat, and I was kind of reading it. I saw these messages were deleted, and I'm looking at the deleted messages, and I was like, there's nothing on here that Mason, and I don't know why he would be put on timeout. And then I saw Wads on me put like, oh shit, sorry, Mason. So I actually went on the back end to see if I could to see if I could take Mason out of timeout early. But Mason, I couldn't do it, but you also weren't in the blacklist thing there. So I apologize. Okay, caller.
morning, guys. How are you? It's Michael C.
Michael, hi.
Doing great.
How you guys been? Hey, I wanted to ask your thoughts, Sevan. What do you think about one of the things that somebody told me is we get so caught up on the big politics we forget about our local ones. So I just ran for a school board and got onto it.
No shit.
Yep.
Well, thank you.
So,
That's cool as shit.
You know, it's crazy to think about, again, we worry about our president, but really that local level is where we can do our best work and where most of the magic happens.
Tell me. Can you tell me what city you're in?
I'll keep it global. I'm in San Diego County. How's that?
Okay. Wow. And they need help there. Are you in? Okay. And they need help there, especially in the southern part of the county.
Well, California itself needs a lot of help.
I agree.
And, one of the things before I was on the school board, one of the things that came down from the state was that at least one male restroom at all levels of public school need to have tampons in it.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
How do you think that went over at a middle school?
If they did I would immediately get taco sauce. I did do this in high school. I would get taco sauce and the tampons, and I would mix them together, and I would start sticking them on people's lockers and throwing them in classrooms. I did all that shit in high school.
I'm glad you're still in touch with your inner 13-year-old, because that's exactly the kind of stuff that happens.
Yeah,
But
you give me a fucking box of fucking. I'll do it today. I would love to do that and just watch people's reactions. That might be my first video. I'm gonna take what are the ones the sanitary napkins? I'll take the sanitary napkins and taco sauce and just squirt them on it and just leave it on a pathway and film from far away.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I'll walk by. I'll walk by with like those when people stop and are like, "Oh my god, gross!" I'll walk by and like with like a trash bag and like those things where you pick trash up, and I'll put that thing down like I'm gonna grab it with that, but then pick it up with my hand.
Well, when I went down, they have a big conference. They have a big conference that you go to. Not necessarily you have to go to when you're new in the school board, but they have a new school board orientation that you can go to, training to kind of what to expect. And it was cool to sit back and watch, because remember, I'm also the HR guy, right? So it was cool to kind of sit back and watch how people ran on different, ideas or ideologies, and those that ran on like an activist type campaign, watching their eyes when it came down to, okay, now you're part of the system, and what you're limited to do. I don't know. I've never been an activist, so I have no idea. For me, it's about the kids, like how do we set them up to be successful? So
have you sat on one of those boards and like the parents come in and yell at you yet?
So yes, absolutely. I think I shared with you a long time ago that, my son had written a suicide letter at school, and, he had been, involved with some issues where he was getting bullied and stuff. So because I think things through rationally doesn't mean that I expect everybody else to. So, when I hear a parent up there screaming or yelling, they don't know how to communicate what it is that they need, So I try not to take that kind of stuff personal.
Right.
We all get blinded. So.
Well, I'm curious. How long will you be on the school board?
So I had no idea what I was doing when I ran for this thing. I thought it was a 2-year term. It's actually 4.
Wow.
So
and your kid's still in the school?
I have 3 kids in the school district. My youngest will be out of the school district the last year that I'm in office.
Did you run unopposed?
I did run unopposed.
Awesome. Wow, that's cool. Okay.
And that's the cool part when parents are upset is how come you didn't run when it was open?
Right.
So I would challenge you to look into it someday.
Okay. Yeah. Keep me posted. I am keep me posted. Right now, my shit is so fucking busy. Yeah, I think maybe running for office also is like, I never thought I'd be smart enough to raise kids. And then when it happened, it was like time to just suck it up. I kind of feel that way about office. But then you look at the people who are in office and you start thinking, well, shit, anyone can do it.
I can attest to that right now. And it's something that's really humbling. And those that think that the system's set up to hold people down, it's actually the opposite. Because here I am, a non-high school graduate on a school board in charge of a superintendent that's worked for the school district for 30 years and has to have a master's degree. So you don't think that you have what it takes, or, you know, it could be the good and what's bad about our country, but, you know, anybody can do it.
All right. Awesome. Thank you.
Talk to you guys.
Bye. Maggie Kerrigan, I love a man who understands a menstrual cycle. Yeah, the week before it comes, fucking go on a business trip.
Her new icon photo is hilarious.
Maggie's?
Yeah.
Who is that?
It's like that chick from the movie where she like puts her hands in her armpits and like smells
Oh,
them.
smells them.
That's all I remember. And then she'd be like, superstar, something like that. You want to hit up one more? I have to take off to the gym here in a minute.
Oh, okay. Number 7, moral or psychological resources.
Hey, this comment just popped up. What do you think this person is getting at? It says Sevan is gently guiding people to the light. Do you agree with that?
I would word it a little bit different. Okay,
Okay.
go on. Making me very uncomfortable.
And then it says, while Souza is kicking them in the balls and spitting vinegar in their eyes.
I didn't. That
Like-
part I don't see for sure, but I do. For my own selfishness, I do use the show to point at what I think keeps me looking at the light.
Yeah.
Looking into the unknown.
You're always exploring. You're very curious and you're very open. And I think that's the cool part of the process.
And so when I don't want to be so, you know, the saying you're so open that your brains fall out. Seventology. I would have been a fucking amazing cult leader. Is it too late?
It's never too late. Okay, I'm sorry. Number 7, you said?
Yeah, number 7. I do think it's important. I am a huge fan of Eckhart Tolle. I really do enjoy the pointing into the skill of pointing into the unknown.
Mm-hmm. I just thought that like popped up as like
Yeah,
that
no,
comment
I didn't
just
see
happened.
that. I don't think you're spitting vinegar. No.
I don't even know what that comment is about, but it was from yesterday's show. So I'm
Oh,
like,
I was trying to like figure out like what you said.
I was like, how did we switch roles? Like you become like the gentle enlightened one, and I'm spitting vinegar in people's eyes. Okay.
This is a cult. Duh. Good. Okay. This is a cult. Good. That makes me feel better. Okay. Here we go.
Psychologist Stanley Milgram found that 80% of the population do not have the psychological or moral resources to defy an authority's order, no matter how illegitimate the order is. Therefore, only 20% have the critical thinking capacity. This explains quite a lot.
This is a very interesting. This is a very interesting thing he's saying, because what he's saying doesn't make any sense to me. It's like a It goes straight to my ego. It like makes me feel cool, and I'm aware.
Like you're part of the 20%.
Yeah, yeah. I go, yeah, I can do it. I'm not 20. But that being said, I'm really big on this thing about morals and values now. Like in this part of my life, I don't know why. In the last couple of years, I'm really intrigued by morals and values and the importance. You know, like Sarah Sigmund's daughter, Umat Souza, Rich Froning. There's people that I have on the that I can remember distinct conversations that I'm having with that are making me realize values. And my mom really instilled one value in me: treat people the way you want to be treated. And that there's something about as people go underwater. Imagine we're like all on a sea, and when we go underwater, we go unconscious. There's something about your values that allow you to keep, usually whether they're good or wrong, if you have a value and you stick by it, it'll allow you to keep one nostril kind of over the water. I'm not sure exactly how the mechanism works, but it keeps you conscious. It's like a meditative tool, because you have to kind of be on guard and make sure that you're riding strong with your values. And if you don't have values, I think it's if you have values, it's some sort of fucking Zen tool to make sure you don't fall asleep, right?
Mhm.
And
They keep you on course. It's like a compass. Like you were saying, like you
Yeah.
could be open-minded, but you don't want to be so open-minded that your brain falls out. So you could be open-minded, but you're also still within the boundaries of the values that you've chosen to stay within those. Kind of like how you talk about all the time. Like you set boundaries and disciplines for your kid, but they have absolute freedom to go and do whatever they want within inside those boundaries.
Right. Right.
So that's kind of like the values. The values are the goalposts and the boundaries and everything else.
Are you getting in trouble?
No, I was just looking over because I heard a thing. Grace is taking off. Did I tell you that she made quarterfinals?
No, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
she made quarterfinals. Her and a couple other people from the gym that did it. So she's going to do that last workout now.
Are you going to watch her?
No, well, I'll be there not to watch her, but to watch her. But we have a mobility class on Sundays. It's just an hour of foam roll, lacrosse ball, and stretching work that I run. And so that starts at 10 a.m. So I'll be down there watching her, but also doing that class.
You're a good dude. Hey, would you blow me? My wife thinks I have an addiction. What's this? Hey, baby, Sevan is on. No, I don't have time to mow. Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't you just put me in your ear when you mow the lawn? How many attend your foam rolling class?
It's super hit or miss. I would sometimes it's one or two of the regulars that really value and enjoy it, and then other times it could be as big as like 12 people. So I get some of the firefighters that come in from the Livermore Pleasanton Academy because they come there during their 22-week academy. So I'll get some of those guys that live locally that'll come in and kind of take some of the recovery and stuff like that. I always make the same stupid joke, and I tell everybody that I'm Oprah, and I haven't figured out how to patent any of these stretches, so they get to go home with them for free. You could tell your friends and family. You could use them at home. You could do them whenever you would like. It's kind of the same joke.
CIA contact, take an ethics class. I wanted to. I need to do that, and I need to get some. I would like to have like a regular ethics professor on. It's something Susan and I have talked about for a long time. I thought that rolling shit was just all stupid bullshit until I hurt my knee recently, and Chase FaceTimed me in the middle of the night, and we sat down in my garage together on FaceTime, and he had me roll my knee out. And within 2 days, it was completely better. And I could barely walk on it.
Yeah, that happens.
It was crazy. It feels 100% like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy E. World, treat people the way you want to be treated. Add value to everything. Leave things better than you find them. Expand your mind. The unknown, that word I can't say. The most important things I've gotten from Sevan.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. I didn't see that coming at the end there. Was that number 7 we just did? Moral or psychological resources? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. You have to go. You can go, by the way. Don't feel bad. Yeah.
Okay. I know. I always hate like leaving during the show.
Don't feel bad.
It feels like we got 10 rounds of a workout, and like I'm the dude that leaves at round 9. And like you gotta like complete round 10 by yourself.
That's perfect.
Always RB. You come on in and
Can we drop in, Souza?
Yes. And then Audrey said the knees over the toe stuff. I have like a handful of slant boards at the gym and some of that other stuff. So we do that as well as part of the recovery day in a thing I call prehab. So we'll add those in our warm up too. Okay. Good show.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye. Caleb, number 16. Where's Caleb? And then it was us. We're all alone. There's no one else here. I have someone coming over, selling an old computer today. They're coming over in a few minutes. Bye, Souza. First rule of ethics. Defend those who cannot defend themselves, the innocents. Is that really true? Is that like some sort of, where can I read about that? One of the most ethical people I know, one of the guys I kind of like hold up in the highest regards as a gentleman, that's something he told me. Not like that. He said that he was created. This guy told me that basically he was created by God to protect people. It's like, wow, that's hardcore. I have so much old stuff in this list of things. Like I got shit in here about Kanye. What is this one? 45 boys will be boys. This is probably fucking crazy. Oh, yeah. Want to see some horrible parenting? But I kind of approve of it at the same time. I wouldn't do this to my kid, but let's see. It's called Don't Ever Trust Dad. And it's a kid sitting here with a wooden spoon in front of their dad who's pouring a cup of orange juice.
ever trust Dad.
All right, look at me. I'm going to try and wipe this up before you hit me with that. Okay? Ready?
Yeah.
He's gonna so he spilled some orange juice on the ground, and he's got a rag in his hand, and he says to his daughter, "I'm gonna try to wipe this up before you can hit me with that spoon."
I'm going to try and wipe this up before you hit me with that. Okay?
I'm gonna try to wipe it up before you hit me with the spoon.
Ready? Ready?
Here we go. Oh my God. Oh my God. I've shown this. Shit, the list is old. I'm nobody without Caleb and Sousa. Yeah, I don't know if that's appropriate. Okay, I'll erase it. Good. Let's do a little house cleaning while the boys are away. Let's do a little house cleaning. How about this one? 49, guaranteed way to fuck your kids up. What is this? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, here, this is I'll just leave this one. That guy used his kid as the cloth to wipe up the clothes, Patrick. Yeah, it's fucking uncool. I didn't like it. Okay, here we go. This is just titled Guaranteed Way to Fuck Your Kid Up. U.S. Health Panel recommends screening all kids 8 and up for anxiety. Do it. All U.S. children ages 8 to 18 should be screened for anxiety. A panel of medical experts on Tuesday recommended for the first time. First of all, don't ever do that. And second of all, what the fuck is a medical expert? Are those the same ones who brought you the food pyramid and that tell you that Fruit Loops are better for you than beef? They've issued new guidance to primary care doctors. Primary care doctors know nothing about fucking mental health. Some 5.8 million children have been diagnosed with anxiety. Oh my God. So many parents are going to eat that shit up. I need to find one funny thing to end the show with. Go ahead. Someone's going to say something. Go ahead. I dare you. Oh, Sousa, upload as soon as possible. I just got on a few minutes ago and need some things to watch this afternoon. I mean, it's uploaded already, right? I mean, it's on YouTube, but it just won't be on Spotify. Won't be on Spotify or Apple. Wad Zombie, if you sit any human down and ask enough questions, you can conclude they have anxiety no matter what their answers are. I know. We are in a weird world. I told you about the lady I met the other day at the skate park. She was a marriage counselor with 4 kids. Holy shit. It took me 5 minutes to fucking realize she was batshit crazy and fucking her kids up. What's this one? This one says, oops, Democrats. I think I've shown this. I'm going to show it again anyway. We have to clean house. You guys recognize her. She's for sure been, we've used her clip before on the show. Here we go.
You know how North Korea became how it is today?
She said, do you know how North Korea became how it did today? Stand by, caller.
When Kim Il-sung came, he made one promise to North Korean people. I'm going to feed you rice and meat stew each meal. And I'm going to get rid of all the inequality. If I do that, why don't you give me all your land and all your rights? We wanted no inequality, so we gave our land, our rights to this one guy. He took everything from us. So whenever in America I came, and people in Manhattan living in the best city in the world telling me passionately how America is so bad. So I asked them, so what is it so bad about America that you hate so much? And they say, you know what? We have inequality in this country. That's an amazing thing that you can rise to compared to other people. The enemy is poverty, not inequality. Do you know how North Korea became?
You want perfect equality? Perfect. Break the law, go to jail. You'll get perfect equality. Give the government, another way we could do it is give the government all of our land. How do people not see that? Caller, hi.
Hi, it's Chris Biesterfeld.
Chris, what's up, dude?
Hi, how are you? I love your show.
Thank you.
I've been listening very frequently lately.
Good. That's good. I need that. I need the people who are addicted to it.
I'm addicted. A lot of us are addicted.
Good.
And my daughter, I have adult daughters. I have 6 children. I'm 51.
Oh, we're the same age.
We're the same age, brother.
Crazy.
And
You have
I
six.
can,
You have 6 daughters.
I have 4 daughters, 2 boys.
Wow. Congrats. That's awesome.
And yeah, I've been very blessed.
Yeah, you're a lucky dude.
Anyhow, just wanted to just call in and just say that I love you, and my wife likes watching the show. We love seeing the stories of the boys. My daughter just told me 3 days ago that she's pregnant.
Oh.
She watches the 3 Plain Brothers.
Oh.
So we're just CIA Contact 51. Yeah, a lot of us. A lot of what you say resonates with me. I know people are hitting at you kind of hard on the Christianity. I just feel like you and I are very connected spiritually. The Eckhart Tolle saved my life. I found him when I was 1 year sober.
Wow. Alcohol?
Yeah, alcohol. Yeah. And I celebrated 20 years clean from alcohol.
Oh, congratulations. Holy shit.
Yeah, November 18th of 2002.
Wow.
Is when my life started getting better. And I've been really blessed.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome, dude. Congratulations. I think my sister crossed over the 20-year mark. And it's funny, like I never gave it a second thought. And then when she told me it'd been 20 years, I was so fucking proud of her. I probably should tell her that.
I'm more unconventional than the guys that are hitting the AA meetings, daily, or I've sort of changed a little bit. I've moved into some plant medicines. Cannabis really helped me a lot. I think it really saved my marriage, honestly.
Wow.
I was able to get in touch with my.
She smoked it or you smoked it?
She was more edibles, and for years she was asking me, but I was very protective of my recovery.
Right.
And so I was very scared that I would slip into a very dangerous place. I know this is hard for people to talk about, especially if you've been in recovery and you don't feel great about where you are. And a lot of people won't talk about it. You feel like if you've been sober for a long time, you can't have problems. And so I was fortunate to have loved ones. I have a wife like you who just loves me in spite of me. And she helped. Yeah, I'm the tennis coach. And your boys have a beautiful swing.
Have we talked before? Are you the one who sent me the tennis racket?
No. Yeah, I just, I'm a tennis coach, and I check in when your kids, when you show the kids playing, I check in. Looks like they got a good coach.
Yeah, thank you. I'm stoked.
Yeah, I could talk to you all day. I don't want to.
What state are you in?
But St. Louis, Missouri. So I'm in Missouri. We are a free state, but St. Louis doesn't feel free to me. But
well, awesome. Thank you for calling. You made my day. That's good. I'm glad. I'm glad that I'm connecting with people like that. It's bitching, Chris.
Yeah. Thanks, Sevan. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, and it's cool that you know that you're blessed that you have 6 kids, because all of us with kids really are fucking blessed. It is crazy how lucky we are that we got to do kids.
I know.
It's fucking nuts.
People. Oh, I know. I could talk all day about them. They're all amazing.
All right.
You.
And keep us posted on becoming a grandfather.
I will for sure. Thanks.
All right, brother. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Dooley Rondo, Sevan. Caller, hi.
Did I accidentally call you back?
You did. Bye. Dooley Rondo, Sevan Sherwood just did a pretty great interview on Varied Not Random with the CrossFit affiliate that works with recovering addicts. Pretty awesome stuff. Who is it? What's the guy's name? All right. I have to go to the bathroom, or else I'd stay until 10 o'clock when my meeting is. Greg C. starting at the beginning. Excited to see it's still live. Day full of Sevi and crew. Thanks, Greg. All right. Thank you, guys. We will be on again today with Brian and Mike Halpin. I want to say at 4:30 or at 4. I don't know. But sometime later on today to kind of talk about quarterfinals and see who made it to semifinals and kind of put the bow on that. Katie, bye. Hi. Chris, your heart's racing. You sounded wonderful. You sound like a great dude. And I will see all of you guys very soon.